When it's blue, they can hear us.
Okay.
Hello.
Talking commentators because
Only swearing just in case.
No, they can hear everything clearly.
Okay.
Because we want a little ambient sound.
Okay, yeah, for the atmosphere.
No effort injected.
Noted.
Okay, well, so it's on the UKBGF stream. So.
We'll just have to make sure Lawrence behaves himself.
Good luck to you both.
So,
Thank you.
we're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay, fine.
Okay, fine. Good match.
Good match. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Super Chat Pot final. I'm John Barnes, and next to me is Rhys Hodges. Stephen Atkinson from Brighton and Lawrence Powell. What do we know about these two gentlemen? Well, Stephen, he won the Brighton Open in the summer of 2022. Lawrence has won a few tournaments along the way, very good record in Monte Carlo. Lawrence is probably the favourite in terms of PR. But let's hope for a close match and some good entertaining games. Okay, minus split with a 5-1. 5-2, we'll counter split.
I'll put the chat down here as well.
Oh, okay, we can see the chat in case you want to say anything to us or about the game. I don't know if anybody's transcribing, but 6-5 is an easy play.
Yeah, no XG feed to bail us out here.
No, oh dear. Okay, so we're not going to do a Mark Olsen and say, that's a huge error of 3 millipoints. What's he playing at? 5-2. I imagine he probably will make the anchor.
Yeah, it's interesting because
if you wait down in the race, you probably wouldn't, but
yeah,
he's thinking about it, and he does. Slots of 3. By 4. Will he run off the 18-point here, Rhys?
looks like a good chance to do it. Didn't focus on keeping the count going, so I'm not too sure exactly what the difference is here, but okay.
If playing behind the 3-point, I don't like that builder on that
yeah, you probably prefer to just
play in front of him.
Play in front of it, but I'd go to the 4 if you were going to play safe. But
certainly not rushing, which is good. Taking his time.
So 145 for white. Wow, 36 after he does this. So it's 76, 26. Like 150 for blue. So it's very close. It's like 5 pips. So
5 pips.
I think this is okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So 2 would be 2 checkers. 1 checker, sorry, to bring home. 6-1. He'll just make the bar here and leave the blot. So can Lawrence roll that 2 or maybe a 6-5? He rolled a 2, so that's pretty good. Pick and pass, and he's got good structure there and winning this first game at the moment. You come down to 3 here because you're behind in the race, aren't you?
Yeah, I think I like this, and you don't really want to get blocked in. Definitely worked out this way. Now you can try and help out.
I can, yes. Which he doesn't quite manage. So, first question to Lawrence: does he have enough to ship this? Stephen hasn't got much. He's got poor structure. He's either got a horrible stack on the 6 or he's got blocks lying around.
Yeah, so he's thinking about playing behind to stay flexible, but this kind of situation where Lawrence is probably going to be attacking you on the next row, you don't want blocks flying around elsewhere. So this looks like the right idea.
Would you shift this?
So it's 118.
I think I probably would with that, with only a 1 point board. Some market losses if you hit and he doesn't enter well. Lawrence is thinking about it, doing a raise. He's going to overship it. Yeah, okay. I think that's pretty good.
So the race is like almost dead even.
Yeah, so easy take, but volatile. So.
Yeah.
And okay, that's another
Okay.
way to win the game, of course.
For a non-hitting roll, that was pretty good.
Yeah. Not only escapes, but makes the 10 points to block him in even further. And Stephen is in a bit of trouble here.
Yeah. Yeah, so now it's a lot different. He has to slot.
Oh.
Even though he's about to be attacked.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not necessarily.
5-3, okay, 2 down. He's not going to attack with that. And if Stephen does roll a 5, he probably will have to go, even though the race is dire. Okay, he's building a board. Expecting to be on the bar after this roll. And there it is. A bar and a 6 prime. Ooh, dear.
So a really great feeling for Lawrence right now. Start of a super jackpot final.
Yeah, get a nice
6
6
prime
prime
on the bar.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Warm up. And for Steve, you know, he knows that it's an 11-point match. It's a pretty long match ahead. It's not like a 7-point so you lose a gammon and
Well, yes.
it's like it's down to 25%.
Indeed. Yeah, 11 points is a nice long match. And he will be attacked if he enters, I would imagine. So does he enter on the 2 or the 1? On the 1, make the board, yep.
This will probably get him gammon glass as well.
Yeah.
That's likely to get pointed on.
Good
straight
roll. Bringing this home. But if you get a reasonable roll here to bring 2 down, and the gammons will be far fewer than they were before.
So we might have an interesting.
I'd bring 2
decision.
down there in case you get closed down.
Oh, to save the gammon.
Yeah. But it also prevents Lawrence attacking if you've got strong board like that. Pros and cons. If he was closed out in this position, is that 35%, would you say, or more? 2 on the mid and then 3 on the...
Yeah, I'll confess that I don't know any kind of formulas like that to work it out.
So there's some nasty rolls, and that's one of them. Okay, so he's got a block, so we could see some big swing here. Huge 6 here in the opening game for Steve. He's famous for hitting, and no, he's not. And I've got a feeling this will just be a nice single game. And a bit of excitement there, though.
Yeah.
See the beads of sweat on Lawrence's brow there as Steve was rolling for that 6. And you can see behind Lawrence the huge crowd that are watching this in the room.
Yeah, we needed like a separate camera for everyone watching in the bar on the television.
Oh yeah. I was amazed at how popular the bar was. Well, it always is with backgammon players, but with the commentary in recent matches.
Yeah, so this is the kind of separate streaming room that they're playing in. And then there's a bar with a telly for this stream as well.
Yeah. So Steve should get off this quite easily. And I don't know whether they've done a deal for the money. I think it was a 16 player.
I think this was the 32 player one.
32 player, £100. So yes, so I imagine the default was probably 70-30% wise, and they might have done a little saver.
Okay, so it's only the 2-1. And he gets off as long as he sees it.
Oh, yeah. Like, phew.
Just for a second
Yeah,
there,
yeah,
like,
paused a bit, didn't we?
wasn't sure what was going on.
So, there's anyone putting this in XG? Was that a he was on the commentary action? John Barnes and Reese Hodges. No H in John. I keep telling you this. There you go. All right. Thank you. Oh, you changed it. Thank you very much. All right. Okay. If anyone is putting any of these positions in, we'd like to know after the fact whether it was a double. I think it was. It was a double take. 6-3 is a hit, and 6 down, I think. So he's going to split with the
Definitely
6.
a hit.
I
I
think.
think it's this, but
Oh no, it's not on the. It's on the 4, isn't it? When you
yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing.
Oh yeah, on the 4 you would hit from mid. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so good safety with a 2.
Yeah, I guess this is right.
Yeah. Okay. So some returns from for Lawrence here. But if he doesn't hit back, then he's going to make some nice progress, Steve. Okay, awkward 2-6.
So yeah, for sure he comes down and then stacks, and there's a lot of rolls that
Yeah, a lot of roll here.
duplicates with all the 2s. Okay.
Well, you have to hit because you're going to leave a blot anyway.
Yeah, it seems like it will hit and make the 3
Make the
point.
3, and then the last one probably makes go back down to the 8.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Play one at a time. You don't want to. That's
Yeah, because if he played, if he made the 3 and
you'd
hit,
see the opposite 5 is 13-8. Yeah.
he would definitely come down with the last one.
Yeah.
If he,
Yeah. So a lesson there. Don't play all your checkers all in one big chunk like that. Okay, try again. Right, here we go. So hit for sure.
That's good. He's reset.
Reset.
Let's try again.
1, and then 2 of these. What are the options he's thinking of?
100 feet.
Thinking of running. Okay.
I was going to say maybe he's thinking of unstacking the 6 or
point.
something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, so you've got him on the bar and you're taking pressure off of the blot on the bar.
you are indeed by doing this, yeah.
So it's not clear like how much he gains by coming off the 20. But obviously
Okay,
you
so
gain
that was a shame he did that. That wasn't quite right, I don't think.
Okay, he comes in and hides the blot.
Yep. Five 3 is a little bit awkward. Doesn't do much. That's not a good roll at all.
Yeah, I'll leave this one to you.
Yeah. I think he'll hit, and I think he'll come down. And
Yeah.
Then pray. Because there's some duplication 2s and 4s, but he was certainly hoping for a better roll than 5-3. Number 1, okay. Hits. I suppose you want to give him good 6s, do you? So you probably want to keep going.
Yeah, just for the 6s probably.
5-3. So we're seeing that because of the lack of an 8 point, he's struggling to find good plays here. Instructive plays. 5-2 will be a good roll. So he rolls it again. Okay, yeah. The art of doing that is a skill that I haven't quite managed to perfect. So now we've got that awful builder, that dilly builder on the 3 point, which she should never been there. You won. Should you just pop out?
Yeah, he must be up a little bit in the
A little bit.
legs,
Probably not that Yeah, a little bit, maybe 15 pips or something. Yeah.
You get to
6-2
just sit
and-
in front of that strip mid.
Mm.
So I don't think he's gonna.
Get the 2 anchors is not the right
No.
idea, is it? Yeah.
So maybe you just come out from the 22 and like slot the 4 point, and
That's my play.
it probably wouldn't be unreasonable to play 3-1, and then you're making use of that
Dilly
dilly builder
builder.
that's not doing anything
Yeah.
else. Oh wow, okay.
Well, he tried to communicate his checkers there. Not a bad play, but 2 down is great roll from Lawrence.
Yeah.
And the pressure's on Steve to perform here. If he doesn't come in, then he will be in a bit of trouble, I think. He comes in at 5 and keeps going. Now,
Yes,
5s
sir.
and 2s to hit. He'll probably do a quick count here just to see. So Lawrence will.
Yeah, so I imagine that coming in wasn't enough to
stop the cube.
stop the cube or to take it because of Steve's position on the other side is
It's
really
fragile,
weak.
isn't
So
it?
even
Yeah,
if he
fragile.
does, even if he does get a hit, it's not a game-winning hit.
True.
But I guess it depends on the race.
Yeah. He's not going to keep this. I'm surprised.
Okay.
Okay, there's lots of picks, but it's not the greatest roll. He'll have to play 8-4 with the last one, which doesn't look particularly nice. So, okay, it's glad he didn't keep, I think, after that 4-4, although it's 16 pips. It wasn't a very constructive roll. Okay, good hit back. And down to the 10 point, and then several chances to get his own 5 and 4 points.
Yeah.
No, I don't like that.
Okay.
I think he had to play a bit more aggressive there. But Lawrence fans, Lawrence is playing ball. That's my metaphors. 5-1.
So he could have been making the 5
Yes,
point.
that would have been a nice roll. So he'll make the 8, which we should never have lost in the first place, I don't think. I don't think he can play 3-2. I think you have to make the 8.
It's a very awkward position because Lawrence rolled that 4-4 and Steve has got these deep points and berry checkers.
Yeah, it's not a thing of beauty.
No.
5-3. Well, I think he has to run off his 20 point. Because you're not going to play. If you play 6-3, Steve, I'm walking out. Okay, slots. I'd have gone from the 20 point there because.
While he's on the bar.
Yeah. Well, Lawrence is definitely helping him out. Okay, 1s and 3s to make a 4 point board. He's going to want to try and do that first before he thinks of cubing. That's a good roll. Out with the 6. I think one more chance from Lawrence, and that'll be terminal, I think. Oh, but he's out, and he hits. It's got to be a hit, hasn't it? Or maybe not. 4 to go.
There's a lot of bots hanging around to pick up.
Yeah, I think I would have been tempted to be a bit more aggressive there. It works. 5-2. The remakes. Safety's the blot. And I think he's gained in the race a lot there, Steve, with the last 3 or 4 rolls. So
yeah,
the cube is a long way from coming. But these double 4s are these pesky double 4s. But
no.
goodbye 8 point. Yeah. That is not. Oh my word! That's one of the worst double 4s I've seen.
It gets worse the longer you look at it. Right?
Yeah.
Lawrence scratches his head.
Yeah,
He's
double 4s
thinking,
are
how
still.
have I rolled this again?
I mean, they are so often a good roll, aren't they? Double 4, but he's rolled too many of them. 1, 2.
I think I think this is because otherwise you lose the 8 and the 6 if you try not to lose the shot. And it's like, how do you bring that up?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, 2 from that one and 2 in from the.
Yes.
Yeah.
So even if Steve doesn't manage to hit him back, the chances are that he'll get another shot. I think he just hangs around. What's Lawrence thinking about? He's not going to break the 6. This is yeah,
He gets it.
Oh, that was a 2, yes. You could duplicate the 4 by running with the other one.
Yeah, because it's such a strong roll anyway.
Oh, that's a great roll.
Wow.
Wow. These guys do it.
So we're witnessing 2 players that have reached the final of the Super Jackpot, so we'll see a lot of jokers from the bar.
The key to success, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, no dancing on 3-point boards from these guys. These guys know how to win. Okay, the 2. So we can duplicate 3s. You can slot that. Right, so he's got good 5s here now, as well as 2s and 3s. And there's a 5-2 which hits 2, and I think that's probably could very well be the last roll Lawrence makes. Let's see.
Gets the ace.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, what a weird position.
It is a weird position, yeah.
Is it?
You think this is so awkward? He might.
You'd be tempted, but I guess you'd be tempted if you had a position on the other side. Okay, he takes it.
I would have taken my time to look at just how many good rolls there were here and how many bad ones. 6 is a
good one.
A good one. Right, so it's 5, 2, 5, 6, 1, 6. Okay, I've seen it done. No. So gammon territory here. It doesn't come in soon. 2, 1. Let's get closer. Yeah.
Okay, does he benefit from staying? Probably.
It's more picks and passes, I suppose. It's only picks and passes with only hits with 1s. Is there any point in staying? I don't think there was any point in staying.
No.
Okay, so he's got the only awkward thing is clearing that 6 point, obviously. If Lawrence does that, then he should be home and dry. So he's going to roll. Okay, delays the jet. Nothing immediately bad by taking off. You might want the spares on the 2, 3, and 4 in case Steve does run out, and then he can point on him. I can't see much difference here between the 2 plays.
Yeah, I guess when you get later into the bear off, you do quite like to have a spare on the deuce. So it could get awkward later if he doesn't, but I think I like this play. I think he should just go to the bar.
Yeah,
and not wait for
2-1. No. Every point
there
matters.
Well, there's definitely gammons now.
Yeah. No, I think he'd get a go. It's such wastage.
Okay, so he's not worried about the gammon. And now he could roll anything smaller than a 3 and crunch his board as well.
Yeah. Shot.
So
I probably wouldn't. How many's got off? If it's 4, no, it's 5 check. I would take off. You've got more than 4. 4 or more, isn't it? You to take off. Misses. Stays there though. Does he do a little bit more wastage, or does he get closer?
Yeah, again, you're just trying to save the gammon.
Yeah. 6-5. Good roll.
So what does he do now?
I think you got to go. I know there are many numbers that leave a shot, but well, you tell me, GM. I'm only an M.
Well, it's just you're wondering, like, if he does run, is he favourite to save it?
Lawrence is offering 3.5 rolls.
Yeah, I think he probably would be favourite. So, but he's hanging back for the chance of a shot, for the chance to hit, to then try and save it. So,
Yeah.
probably would have just gone.
Oh, good shot. Okay.
When he gets it.
Okay, now to get the second man here will not be easy. I think he just needs to make sure that he doesn't lose the gammon, and then try and think, how can I mean, what are you hoping for here? If Lawrence rolls a 1, Steve's hoping that he rolls another 1, and then somehow Steve gets on the bar and hits it, which is not going to happen, is it? So I would have just covered it.
Yeah, it's not super likely that he'll get another checker. So.
No.
Wow,
It's a good start. And that's double 4 wasted.
He's not had much luck with the double 4s. They've either ruined his position or made him dance.
Yeah.
So
now, if you take off here, you're odd, aren't you?
there's a whole chapter on this in
Mitch's book.
Yeah, but
So
it's been a very long time since I've read that. And he hits. Lots of swings in this match. So probably should step up. We want to be about 12 or like 13 pips away. And yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't need to expose the other one. If it was closer, then maybe you would for the race. But
I mean, there's. Oh no, he's taking jumps off here. Yeah. He's forced to. Oh, do you go away? I think you need to stay back. Because you're not going to win this race, right?
No.
Oh, and it's kind of.
Well, it's over now. He's not going to hit.
Well, he's been.
See any point hitting? Okay, if it was double 6, 1, 2, still struggling. No, okay, so 4-0. Will we see the match get a little bit closer than this? Let's see.
4-0.
I think Steve probably a little bit nervous that double 5 play. Probably. I don't know how often he's been streamed in the past. Lawrence has been streamed many times.
I think when he won Brighton in 2022, they had streams for that.
Okay, cool.
So I don't think this is his first time on there. On the stream.
I play the slots regardless of the scores these days, just get more interesting games.
Yeah, so I mean, from a technical point of view, I think in these kind of longer matches, when you're ahead by 3 points, I think that's the kind of borderline moment you start to split instead. So yeah, 4-0 I would split as well. Just makes it 5. So Lawrence is already off to a really good start here. Okay,
double 2's a great roll.
Pretty much equalised it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, I can see how these guys got to the
It's like they're typing the numbers.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, he was reaching for it.
Mistyped. What a double 4.
Okay, this time I think you can play all those 3 down and
yeah.
20 pips isn't bad. Oh, again, the art of doing that.
Definitely.
Well, it's what she rolled. He rolled double 4, double 5, and a 4-3. And You got 3 very good rolls out of 4, I think, Lawrence. Double 1.
He's done that very quickly.
Yeah, you get to think: is it correct to do that, or do you want to leave with a sort of phantom 3-4 anchor? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't. You need to think about whether you want to come up with those double ones, because the race is way behind in the race. I think even after his double, yeah, because Lawrence has rolled an extra double 4, so he must be at least 15 behind. So I would. Wow, these rolls are too good.
Okay, so he's on 109 now after this, and Steve's 68, 62, 12.
And does he need to make the bar? Give him a. Should he give him even 2 shots here? If basically you got a cube, whatever.
And 127 for white. What did I say was blue?
30, 60, and 80, 90.
See, my problem is when I do a count on the board,
you do with fingers. You do that.
Well, I use
point to the 2 points to help.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that.
But I don't have a board here to do that.
All right, so blue is 30, 68, 78, 98, 109, and 10, 25, 34, 65, 107, 120.
So 11 pips.
Okay, so he's quick to hold off. This now I think is a cube.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I suppose 4-0 down. Yeah, he just
Snatches it. Yeah.
Have to take it. But at a normal score, I don't think it's like super easy.
No, not at all. And Lawrence is a odd number away. Part of the equation, I suppose. So far, it's looking very, very easy. A nice day in the office for Lawrence so far.
Feels like half of his rolls in the entire match so far have been doubles.
He feels that way. I'm sure it feels that way to Steve.
It definitely feels like that to Steve. Yeah, you got a good lead, so just clear it from the back.
Yeah.
You're not going to make him crunch. He's got too many spares. So. Yeah.
So that was how to win a backgammon game, wasn't it? Basically made the advanced anchor roll a few sets of doubles, swing around, and job done. Yeah. Rather boring from a spectator's point of view, but very effective.
Yeah, Lawrence is hoping for a boring game, right?
Yes. So if you play 5-2 here with a 3, then it's a 0 position. I can't see what's wrong with that. I say 0 position, then that's nonsense. Not part of 6-3.
Yeah, so it's very unlikely to get a shot, so he's just going to hop out. He's happy that he did.
Whether you take, did you take it? Would you take a check off the 2 that Lawrence did, or would you have played 6-4 with the 2 1s?
So the kind of rule is that, you know, if you can take a checker off with an ace, then you just
but he wasn't on the ace, he was on the 2. So obviously, once he moves it once,
I think if it would have like filled 2 points in, I probably would have done it. But because you're only getting 1 checker down there, I probably would have just taken it off. But yeah, I think from a spectator point of view, it's not been the most interesting match.
No, it hasn't.
We've had like 3 holding games.
Yeah. He had that blitz, which never really became a blitz. Just to find him. Yeah. I don't think Steve's going to be taking a break. I think he just wants to get this done. It's not been too exerting so far. Some people say, we must take a break to break the momentum of the other guy, but I can't see him doing it.
Yeah, I don't normally take breaks, but I did have one match in the main where like I think I got destroyed by a 5-5 blitz like 2 consecutive games on the bounce.
Oh, so you
and I
thought,
was
well,
like, you know what? I'm just gonna leave for like 5 minutes and just let it cool down.
Mm-hmm. There are some players that always take a break when one person has reached halfway in the score, regardless of how that could happen in one game. But they always have a break. Apparently, you've been telling me, and I suppose that's a good way in a way. Otherwise, you might end up keep on playing and get tired without realizing it. So if you always say, I'm going to have a break in this match at this point, then.
So he's thinking about the ace, and the normal rule is that you don't want to stack your checkers.
Yeah, so you don't play 6-5.
Then you just move the next.
Oh, yeah, I thought he had an ace to play.
Sorry, I thought.
Yeah, so you play from the back unless it stacks more than one in a check.
Yeah. I think that rule would have still applied, and maybe should have played 6-2, but there's no way it's a big deal when your opponent still needs like a set. So
yeah, well, I was told that rule many years ago, and then I spent the next few weeks finding exceptions to it.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes if you need like a certain double to work, then you have to do something different.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Lawrence is 6-0 up, 5-way, 11 away. So basically not going to cube until he gets really high win percentages. So all of your normal double 3 blitz, double 5 blitz, he's not going to be touching the cube. If he does, then the recubes will be coming back really quickly.
Yeah. Okay, so this is a hit. This is what I missaw. I would definitely hit this with 6-3.
And the leading score doesn't really change this one.
Yeah. Okay, good. Shot. Come down or do you come out?
I think we're happy to come down because the returns this way, if he gets us with the 4, we don't really have much size of it. So it's kind of like a free hit for Lawrence.
Yeah.
And you've got him on the bar, so you want to bring more material down.
Especially when you want a more gammon position when you're in the races, in the match as well. 3-2 is not his best. What's he going to do with that? Just make the 11 and hope for something better next time. But Lawrence will be making the anchor here.
So it looks like we're heading towards another hole again.
Yeah. Well, hang on, there's options. Could have.
Yeah, I mean, so like at a normal score, I'm pretty sure we would have just played 11 and 4. 11 and 4, but
yeah,
maybe
he wants
with
the anchor because he's behind, because Lawrence is so far ahead in the match.
Yeah. So he's like really happy to like lock up an anchor and then worry about points later.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, he could have run out and gone on to 20 shots there. He's got a good lead in the race.
Come down, put pressure on that block he's just created.
Yeah, I think I would Scarper and hope Lawrence doesn't roll the 1.
Yeah, you could cover it, but then you leave yourself stuck back on the 24, and Lawrence is about to make some kind of point. So, yeah, this feels like a
11
good
shots,
moment.
isn't it?
Basically a pay-now decision, but
it's going to be awkward to, I think, placing that checker on the 2 points. Even if you cover it later on, it's still got that huge gap of the 5, 4, and 3 points to somehow.
Yeah, so we've seen like a kind of tendency of Steve to maybe like play checkers deep quite early into the game.
Yeah, good spot.
But yeah, I think I agree that you just run here, and if you get missed, it's not a great position to be honest. But
no, you got the slight edge, but nowhere near. Oh, this is.
Yeah, so he's thinking about the fact that Lawrence has got all of these builders.
So his ones are good anyway.
Yeah.
I would have got the man out when I could. Oh my word. Wow. Okay. So is it just 11-10 the last one? Yeah, Stephen's, I'm sure, feeling it here. He's under the cosh. 6-1 pops out and
just jumps out. I think he just can't afford to get stuck back.
I think under a normal score, if you pop out, then I think Lawrence would think of a cue, but there's not 6-0 up.
Yeah. Okay, so will we see the double hit?
I don't think we will. I think we'll see 13-8.
Okay.
When you've got the 18
point.
points.
It is a lot of returns when you play 13-8, because he obviously gets the 6s and aces. But he is 6-0 up. No. I think I would do this, and like if you get, feels like you're more likely to make the bar next time.
Yeah.
So yeah, like a normal score, you might think about this, but obviously 6-0 up, you just it's so hard to find the window.
Oh,
like,
so small.
You're going to be bouncing from like no doubles to 2 goods.
Yeah,
and
that's a nice roll from Steve. Got the nice anchor there. So Lawrence's 2 checkers on the ace are now doing nothing. So yeah, so he's happy now. 5 point. Well, if Lawrence hits with the ace, then he's got a couple of blots there to tidy up. The alternative is simply. Well, it isn't really an alternative.
Yeah.
No, this is it. Okay, he has to make the 5. Yeah, go for the upgrade.
Also, in these kind of situations, you know, if you don't make the 5 and there was another option. Without that 5 point, the rest of your moves for a while are probably going to be like really difficult. So if you make the 5 now, it feels like you're going to have a much easier time.
Yeah.
Like just trying to make your future decisions a little more comfortable.
Yeah, I'd make the buy. I'd make Lawrence's play.
Okay.
So 4 prime. Ooh, double 5 now.
Gets to hit on the ace.
Yeah, and the last one 13-8. I hope rather than 8-3. Okay, yeah, it's a good roll, Steve. Good roll. Yeah, there's not a lot else. Because otherwise, you're giving Lawrence a free chance just to roll a 6 and come to the 18 point.
Yeah, especially with that blot on the miss.
So 1, 2, 3, and then a 13-8 must be the 5.
Yeah, and then a dance here, and like, what happens?
Ain't gonna happen.
Don't need to worry about it. Is that definitely? Yeah.
Yeah, I would do. Because if he hits with the ace, then he's lost his connection between the checkers.
Yeah.
6-2. Yeah, not much else.
That's one. So Steve is running out of rolls here. Something's got to give. And he could just make the 3 point, or
17 shots, but it's got to be better than anything else.
I think he's got to do it, because if you clear the 8, then what are you going to do next time?
Yeah, creates a Billy Builder and 2 blocks, and yeah, and running off the anchor is not going to happen. Yeah, I think that's right. No hit, and it's not a great roll.
Yeah.
Ooh, how does he play this? I think he's got to give Steve a.
Yeah, I don't think there's actually a safe play at all.
No, there isn't. No.
I guess you do this, and
I mean, if he's feeling particularly frisky and do an action double in, but I don't think he's right. I think he has to just roll that 6 and then maybe cash after. So he's not in desperation mode yet.
Yeah, and if he had like a pure structure without that gap on the 4, like maybe if there's a gap on the 1, then it
possibly
at this kind of score maybe
yeah.
do something like that. But when there's the open 4 point, there's so much life after getting hit.
So do you play with just one blot here? I think you probably do. And I bring 2 down. As you say, Reece, you've got life after death with just one blot, haven't you?
Yeah, and it's actually not last shots, because if you did it the other way, then you would lose 6-4 anyway.
True.
So it's
Fewer shots, actually, before my,
no.
my friend was
Got it wrong.
purchased. Corrects me. Oh, God, yes, Mr. Pedant.
Because if you, yeah, but I think
It's the point you want to make the 4, obviously, but as you say, it's an extra.
yeah, I think this is the play. Big roll. Doesn't get
Ah,
it.
the wrong 6. Right, how we're doing race-wise now. I don't think we can keep this, can we, from Lawrence's side? It's too much. We'll try and make the 4 and then think about it. Okay, so can Steve roll it? Ooh. So okay, that's good. We've got a blotting board, so this is a good time to go.
I think Steve just had a little sort of gesture there of like, where was this 6 before? Okay.
Right, it's an attack. You can't sit back there and lose the race if Steve rolls 6. So.
Yeah, and even if you get hit back with the 2,
not the
you've got like him behind this kind of primary structure.
You have to roll another 2 to get out. Yeah. Oh, out we go. Right. Okay. This is going to be close, I think.
So 76 for blue and 16, 28, 72 for white. Unless I've miscounted. It's like dead even.
Oh, poor. He's limping.
Yeah,
Don't do that. I wouldn't put them both on the same
down 5 now.
I'd have tried to shift it to the 11 point with the 1.
So this score, Steve's take point is definitely lower than normal, because if he passes, Lawrence gets to 4 away.
Yeah.
So there's actually, he really doesn't sacrifice many match-winning chances by losing an extra point to go for Lawrence to go 3 away. So
Lawrence will be aware of that.
Yeah.
A gap on the 4 for Steve isn't great. He'd like to put something there if he could in the bearing.
And there's like extra, what's it called, like requeue fig here.
Yeah. So the race is 44 and 59 and 8, so 67 minus 9, 58.
Sorry,
yeah, 58 and 24. Oh, good roll. A great roll. Fills in that 4 point. That was a problem for him. Right now, we could see. We won't see a cube from Lawrence, I don't think, for a while. Okay, Steve's going to get a point on the board here. He's going to be very close. Good roll from Lawrence. I hope that kills you. So Steve's having rolled that double 4 really wants to win this one, and if he doesn't win this one, oh, come on, Steve. Not particularly rooting for one person, but I just like it to be a good match. Again, 8 pips is pretty good. 9 checkers against 7. Good roll. Ah, flunked from Lawrence. Right, okay. So we have 7 checkers against Lawrence's 6, and Lawrence is almost certainly going to miss, I would think. So I would have definitely thought about that, because Steve can afford to miss with 1 checker because he's got 7. Yes, Steve, pause. And I think I would ship this. Lawrence has to roll a 1 or 2 2s or 2 3s. I would send this. What do the chat think? No way passing. No, I don't think it's a pass, but I think it is a cube. It's not friendly, says Simon, but yes, it's not friendly. But I like this. You're going to speculate to accumulate. 6-0 down. Good cube, I think. But I don't think Lawrence can really pass here. He's got one fewer checker. I think Lawrence has to take this. Lawrence is you might notice Lawrence on the stream chatting. He's a very very chatty man over the board. Yeah, very friendly guy. He's won the Courteous Player of the Year award. I think he won it 10 years on the trot, so they therefore scrapped it because there was no point. It was always Lawrence. Would you take this? Or would you have cubed it? Steve cubed. Okay. 7 checkers against 6, but I think it was a good cube. And Lawrence is cogitating.
So I think this is a take. I've got like a reference where if from Steve's position, if you have a 4-roll position, then it's like a fairly close decision. If Lawrence's position is exactly the same as this, but the extra check on the 5 is on the 6 instead. So that's like a reference pass, but Steve isn't necessarily off in 4. And Lawrence is like 1 pip better than in that situation. So I feel like it's very close, but
Lawrence will not have much recube for you. That's one.
Yeah.
So that card's a game to take, but I still think having 1 checker fewer, I think I would definitely take it. All right, has anyone put it in? It's a. Can't read that.
It says
double take is accurate.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think the chat thinks it's a take. We do,
because these positions are just so difficult to work out that that's why I've got so many references for these like last roll positions, because as you can see, Lawrence is really struggling with this because I'm assuming he doesn't have that kind of reference, so he's having to actually try and work it out.
Yeah. Well, Lawrence is a member of Men's System. He's a very clever chap.
Yeah. Whereas I need shortcuts and cheat codes. Yeah. But it's a nice reference because if Steve's position is a 3-roll position instead, then all you do is you take away Lawrence's 4 point, and it's exactly the same borderline take kind of reference.
So say it again. So for the viewers at home.
Let's see what happens.
If you have a break after this, maybe we can talk about that. 4-1. Okay, you can afford to miss once. It's not the end of the world for Steve. That now Lawrence is more importantly going to roll a double.
Okay, good roll.
The last 2. Well, he doesn't want to miss, basically. I
guess it's just 5 to
3. Normally it's the back one, isn't it? You're not creating any new points. So.
But mate, so
again, this is tricky. I wouldn't quite know how to analyse that, but I would have played 5-3 without much thought. Okay. So Lawrence does not want a 4 or a 1. And he's not, oh my word, so we're going to have a 5-3, which won't make him a favourite. So we're not going to see any cube.
Okay, so I've got a pretty massive swing on this roll.
I think he's going to do it.
8-0 or 6-2.
Oh, he didn't. Okay, well, that's good for the match, I think. Yeah. Sorry, Lawrence, if you're listening to this in the after the event, but I'm glad Steve won that one. So 6-2. Well done, Steve. Nice cube. So that reference, okay. So
all right, so
you give Steve a pure 3-roll deal or something?
Yeah, so if Steve has like a pure, let's say 4-roll position.
Yeah, okay.
Then if Lawrence has checkers on the 6, 5, 4 point made, 3 and 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's I think a 50 pass.
Okay, right. And then any change from that you can just.
And then if it's a 3-roll position for Steve instead, you just take away the 4 point from that reference.
And that's the same sort of.
So 1 checker on the 6, 5, 3 and deuce.
Right. Okay.
And then that's like a 50 pass. And then I
You heard
just
it here,
kind
you
of,
heard it here first, folks. Right.
if you just adjust from there, you know, based on the actual position. Then,
Okay, cool. And these references, did you create them yourself, or did you get
yeah,
them?
I just messed around with XG.
Nice. This is what the idle youth can do, ladies and gentlemen. They can do that sort of thing. People with proper jobs, of course.
Yeah.
No,
It's
thanks
just-
for sharing that.
It's just because, like, you know, those positions are so complicated that if you're actually trying to work it out,
It's too hard.
if you're down to like the last couple of rolls, you can actually compute it, but
Mhm.
otherwise it's
Okay, so back to the game. Steve's 6-3. Yeah, you wouldn't run there. It's not a butterfly anchor position, whatever. He's getting boxed in. Can he make a decent point? He cannot. It's 2 down, I think. Leaves him being hit with 7s and 8s. Yeah, it's not the way. I wouldn't play 8-4. It's not my style. So I'd take a slight risk to give me more chance to make a point next roll.
Yeah, well, we have seen Steve.
He's a little bit like that. He's a little bit
Okay, he's
defensive. Well done.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, that's a flunk. Right.
So do you?
Okay, left them as they are. Well, they're already split, and I quite like that play. Yeah, 3-2. Oh, unlucky.
He's really finding these awkward rolls.
Yeah, he was hoping for far better than that. Oh,
Yeah.
do here 2 down is too big. I think you can't give 7s, 8s, 9s, 10s.
Yeah. So this is for sure the 3, and then it's just
8, 6.
Yeah.
Nice and symmetrical, anyway.
Definitely worth thinking about hitting on the deuce.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Okay, I would pop out here.
Yeah, go in front of that strict midpoint.
Yeah. Again, a shocker.
Oh, another flank.
Hey. I can't see. I mean, if everything else is terrible, then maybe you run if you're ahead. But I don't. Is he even ahead? Well, he's going for it just because. Oh, the hit was a bit.
Wow.
Oh yes, I didn't see the 3. Okay, that could be good. Yes,
It's a cool play.
Yeah, nice one, Stephen. It's 2. Yeah, well, I did a good spot there. I didn't see the 3 hits. Now he's in big trouble, of course, having made probably the right play. It's life. Well, this has got to be close. If you make the 9, then it's actually all over. 6-2 ahead. Okay, it's only 4 points now instead of 6. The lead. So yeah, he reaches through it.
Okay. I think it's a.
I
think it's quite an. Okay.
He's got no.
He's got the 4 points. So he's got some defense. He's got that 22 anchor. He lets it go. Okay.
Yeah, I'd let it go. Would you take that?
I don't think it was an easy pass, especially at the score, right? Because he's passing now. Lawrence is 4.
Well, now he's getting 4 away. Yeah, it's true. I think he's probably frustrated with his sequence of poor rolls they had. He's psychology of backgammon is huge, as everyone knows. One nice. Okay, I think sometimes you play 6-4 to leave a block, but I was doing it. I wouldn't have done it in that case, but it works. He could have come to the 5 pointers, duplicate 6s there, duplicate 4s there.
Yeah, I think that is the play.
Yeah, he played that pretty quickly, Lawrence. Steve rolls a bad one.
Okay, I think hitting makes sense.
Yeah. Made the best of a bad roll there.
Yeah, he's had to do that quite a lot in this match.
Yeah, he's hoping that the luck will be his for the second half of the match, which is, of course, the most important half.
Has the cue been given already? I missed that.
Yeah, he sent it when Lawrence came to the bar point.
Oh, okay, I missed it.
He sent it pretty quickly. It seemed reasonable.
It's probably fine. Yeah.
Okay, so we have an anchor. seems fine.
Yeah, I think he should just play down. I'm not sure what he's.
Yeah.
What's the other
He's
play?
thinking of 2 down, is he? I think you've got to make the anchor and then just stack the 8. Hope for something better next time.
Or at the score, the cube turned already. He might be thinking about like 8-3 and play down and just go all in, trying to attack.
He's not thinking of running, although he is. Okay, what was he thinking of that?
Oh, okay.
Okay,
So he wants to keep spread out. He's got a stronger board. He's trying to like take advantage of that.
Nice, yeah.
And it's kind of worked out, right? Like, he's going to get extra fly shots now in the outfield. Okay.
Oh, okay. Some decent rolls, right? 1, 2, and just make the thing. I think.
Yeah,
it's a nice point to have. Very nice.
Yeah. So
being hit back on the deuce isn't the end of the world. It's not a great point to have anyway. Right. Okay. So he's already cubed, hasn't he? So this.
Yeah. And it would be a pretty big pass if he had.
Yeah. So how does Lawrence make the best of this? I think you've got to play to the points you want, and I would just come to the 5, and I wouldn't come out. And I wouldn't slot the deuce, even though it's only 11 shots for that one. But I think this is the play. Must put the points where you want them to be made. The checkers where you want the points. Misses. Oh, it's getting interesting. Do you just run out and then make deuce? Duke 3s?
I guess so.
Yeah.
So the only other play is something like anchor and slot the 3, and it's just you don't really need the anchor when you've got that strong board. So.
Okay, so he's going down with a 6, and again, I come down rather than come out.
Oh, really?
I would, yeah.
I don't think I want another blot involved. When maybe we're up so much.
Old style of those oldies would have done that. Oh, right. 1.
Yeah, I just didn't want to get another blot in the mix.
Okay, made the bar. Couldn't make the 3-point. Bar looks very strong. And this looks like Stephen is going to bring this home. Close the gap even further. Okay, he'd like to play just 3 of these, but he has to play the 4th one. I'll come to the 6 and 7, I suppose, and just... Yeah. Okay, so there's some counter attack going on.
Yeah, so you have to hit, and
Steve's still a huge favourite, of course.
in
the start of the match, you wouldn't be hitting these, but
yeah. So
5, and do you slot?
Yeah, for sure. Because you dupe the 3s, and
the 5
like if you play, if you play 7 to 2, and then you get primed in, you might not make points naturally, and you're going to have 2 strip points. So like a lot of your point making numbers will.
Huge roll coming.
New shots.
He misses, but he makes the bar. And now we've got an interesting prime versus prime. But Steve's a huge favourite, I would say.
Yeah, so 6s are terrible. He avoids them.
Oh, that's a good roll. Comes up, and now do you come all the way? I think you do. Duplicate 2s. Then again, makes double 2 brilliant. Well, he's going for it. I'm not sure whether the trade-off is worth it to get another man back.
Probably okay.
He's playing to win, I suppose.
Okay, right. So yeah, and slot the 3.
Ooh.
Wow. What about that?
Now then. Ooh. I just think 7-2 is too ugly. I know it diversifies Lawrence's numbers, but could you really play 7-2 and sleep well?
I think that maybe the score makes this easier.
Yeah.
Because you know,
Gonna go for it.
it's so far behind anyway.
Yeah. Yes, man, well done. Yes, I like that.
There is a benefit to 7-2 in that, Lawrence is very stripped, so he might be losing. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Oh.
Sick.
So this is such a cool game. And Steve had this in the bag, and then he just got a hit, and then Lawrence gradually built the prime better and better, brought it forward. And now, okay. Yeah. Of course, Lawrence, there's plenty of gammons in these prime versus prime games, and Lawrence would win the match with a gammon.
Okay, so desperate for a 6 here. Gets it.
No.
Okay.
He played that very quickly. He could have slotted and played the 6 out, maybe. Oh, but Lawrence is just
Wow.
rolling nuts.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think slotting and coming out there.
Yeah, you can't waste 6s by staying back on the 22 anchor, 22 points. He played it so quickly as well.
And Lawrence just has no respect for 5-point boards.
He doesn't care. Posh. Every time.
So what's going on? It's 6.
He's got a 5 to play.
Oh, a 5 to play. Okay.
Be a real Houdini act to get out of this, but the start will be an anchor. So you've got to step up with a 2 and hope to make it, or jump out. 4 comes in.
Yeah, we're not going to see any cube action for a while.
No. Holy guacamole, look at this. It's too easy. We haven't had to see any really creative plays from Lawrence. He's rolled so well when he needed to. It's all basically played itself. I have 2. Well, it's just why not just dupe ones? So if you can
I wasn't sure if maybe he was thinking like just clearing the 7 because you maybe get more gammons when you just make the point. But
I'll see. Yeah.
At this kind of match lead, I guess the gammon value isn't that high, right?
True.
You're going to be so far ahead anyway. You're going to be
pretty much happy whatever
so
you.
So you're just happy to lock the wins up.
Yeah. Okay, so what's going to happen here? We're going to have Steve crunching his board, so his winning chances go down even further.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah, he's not at the best of it, Steve.
No.
A wry shake of the head, which is I'm famous for that.
He's really just hoping for that ace.
Yeah.
If he rolls 4-1 or something like that, what would he do? Would he anchor up and leave that extra block? Maybe not.
Not with 2 on the bar, because he's got time to roll the ace later, hasn't he? We might see we might even see a trap play from Lawrence if the board completely goes. If it goes down to a 2-point board, I don't think he'd do it with a 3-point board. So, let's see. So Steve's got a 4-point board, and it's going to soon get diminished even further.
I don't think we'll see a trap play.
You don't think so?
Again, just like he's got such a big lead anyway.
Because there was in your match against Ollie, that exhibition match, I think there was a situation where. Are you leading that? And yeah, you didn't play a trap play because you were so far ahead in the match. I think. Yeah.
Like if it was a even game and Lawrence rolled something like 6-1 here, for sure he would just clear the clear the bar, and you know, that block on the other side. But
now, why is Lawrence pausing? Is he just thinking of the gammon value? There's no reason
yeah,
why he
so
would
I
not just
mean,
play
he's
it.
got a lot of time, so
Yeah, might as well use
you
it.
can just work out the take points with a 2-point anchor and a crunch board behind a 6 prime. I think you're somewhere around like 10 or 11%, something like that. And what is the take point? So 2 away, 9 away. It's 5 2/3 times 7.
Yes, if he recubes to 8, it'll get to 10 7. So well, that's what's going through Lawrence's brain at the moment.
He's probably got like 12% or something in that region if he drops, and he could recube to get to 1 away, 4 away, so like 82%.
So what does the chat think? Is this a cube? A bit dingy in this room. I can't see what people are saying. Oh, who won the Ollie Reese match? Well, Reese won it, but got with a PR of 2.6. Excellent.
But that's not enough against Oliver.
Well, it's one PR, one PR worse than his opponents, believe it or not. So to play 2.6 and get outplayed by a PR of 1 is extraordinary.
Yeah, and from a technical point of view, here for Lawrence, like he didn't really have any numbers that would break his prime in any way. So like he didn't need to cube.
But it's just sort of the time out there to give it some thought, which is fair enough.
But it's definitely getting more interesting. But he's just going to keep rolling because there are gammons still.
Yeah, yeah.
Not a lot, but
well, this is one of the bad ones, isn't it? Oh dear, that's an accident on the way to the back. Well, maybe he did. I didn't see the previous one. He might have be a bit careless and left himself this.
Oh, so when Stevens did the slot play from 8 to 3, that was wrong apparently. So he was meant to play 7 to 2 and bury that checker.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh right.
If that's correct, that I see in the chat.
Wow. Okay.
So I guess it was because at the time Lawrence had like stripped 7 and 8 points. So
yeah.
But yeah, it was like the autoplay was kind of just fill the points in and
yeah. So is this a very, very nice snake eyes from Lawrence?
Wow.
Might as well hit another.
Yeah, for sure. Like it can't really. If you get hit back, it just
what can go wrong? Famous last words in backgammon. Okay, so shade over 40%.
So I mean,
rip off.
Yeah, for sure. So looking for 5s, doesn't get it.
Yeah. Needs to get 1 in here. Get 1 in here. Okay, good. Okay. So we might get another game. Lawrence is even, so it's good. Okay. So you better take it off this, I would say. 6. I'd come to the 11 here. I don't like staying on the 12 because then it's only 6s that get in. As if you come a bit closer, then it's 5s and 6s.
Yeah.
Big 2, okay. It's going to be close.
Pretty close.
Oh,
wow,
nice.
Okay,
so
nice.
We have another game, folks.
That's going unsaved. Okay, I'll drop.
I don't think his take point is that low, is it?
Okay, so 2 away, 9 away.
I'm in Steve's shoes. I tend to you with any sniff of a gammon, and I would send it over.
Probably.
I hate to lose my market at this score. It's been so far.
Might already be in the territory of like if you slot with 2-1,
Opening row, missed it,
maybe
yeah.
you just cube.
9%.
But
What am I?
Yeah, it's criminal to lose your market when the guy's 2 away and you're many away.
Goes down to 6, does it?
I know you don't win the match with it. So
You're going to carry on?
get to 82%.
Lauren's chatting, saying, I'm a lucky so-and-so, aren't I? Steve saying, yes, you are, Lawrence.
Decided against it.
Yep.
It all works out.
Right. Okay.
Right.
But still, if Steve can win like a double gammon, it goes for like 9-6. It's already getting fairly close. So it's definitely not over.
Mm-hmm.
There's no kind of score adjustment here. It just made like the normal play.
Well, David Starton says, I think Lawrence is winning on luck. I think he's got some skill as well. He has had the dice, obviously. But yeah, I'm not taking any away from the skill level. I mean, he's played very well.
So he's made this like anchor and bar point. He could have picked and passed and put 2 on the bar.
I thought you were going to.
Yeah, it's
but
an undoubled gammon.
Choosing to play the safe route with the massive bleed. Makes the 5. Good roll.
Okay, so now he's going to pass. 2-1. Yeah, I'll take that. I can't see any reason why not make the anchor there. 6-5 doesn't really do anything, does it? Just leaving yourself open to a lucky double, but 2 in the air. Well, by keeping him split, is he hoping to run off here? 6. Connectivity.
Yeah, so probably I would have just anchored and played the 6 down.
But, yeah.
Because although Lawrence's position is awkward, he does still have like 11 men in the zone.
Yeah.
So like,
yeah, and he would like an undoubled gammon. Yeah. 5 Thursday, but give me 2. We are playing legal roles here, so no shenanigans about accepting any misplays. Which I'm glad about. I think there's been some instances recently where some players have taken advantage of a misread of dice and it's not gone down well. So 5-2, right? So that's
so
again connectivity.
It's like an avalanche of jackers.
Yes.
So you just really don't want to be underneath it.
We'll pick and pass this one, do you think?
Yeah, it's interesting. I guess you should. You got like
because the 1 wasn't constructive, but the 1 would have made it worse if you played 8-7 or whatever.
Yeah.
So
what's going on?
I don't think Steve's got a cue from the bar. No way.
Okay.
Well, it's too easy to take.
I mean, it's interesting that he's waited until now to do that. If he's going to cue something like this, because
I'm not sure what the thought process was there. It was
if he's cueing that, you thought maybe he would have cued earlier anyway. But
yeah.
He just decided to go for it.
I was looking for 2 small numbers or 2 huge numbers to hit. Okay, is out. 5 and the 3. Yeah, you don't want to. Oh, it could come out. So good. Do you place a 6, of course?
Yeah. And if you go to the mid, you'll freeze them. Maybe a little bit duplicated, like 4-3, 1-3, and 2-3. So this way you get a 6. That's
not doing much on your. Yeah, it's not doing much in the attacking sense.
So you kind of diversify when you come out rather than going away.
Yeah, good spot. Those lines. Oh,
okay.
Punished for leaving the 6s. I think that's the right 6 because it duplicates 2s, whereas you do the other one, then Lawrence has good 6s.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
And I think coming out, I think the race you're losing the race, are you? Yes, you're losing the race, so you can't.
Yeah,
You've got to
I mean-
hit.
I mean, ignoring wins, the score you want cannons and
Yeah.
any non-hitting variant here. Yeah, okay, go on. He's just thinking about which 6 to hit with, I guess.
Right, now then, Lawrence, if Lawrence hits here, then there's going to be 5 blocks lying around. But I think there's no alternative. So
Yeah,
this is
it's
going to be
just
interesting. Huge roll coming up.
Wins so many more games when you do this, right?
Yeah. But this is a chance for Steve to get his gammon. Come on, this is a crucial roll.
Wow, he gets it.
Way! Okay, we got a game.
Wow. Massive swing on that roll.
Yeah. Two wins good, but still 5 blocks.
Lots of double hits here.
6-2, and he's probably just going to prime him. I think.
Yeah, I mean, there is a consideration of doing the double hit, but
yeah, there's plenty of gammons here anyway, I suppose.
Yeah.
What, 4-2? So, do you safety the block on the 8 or do you step up?
I think I would step up because you really don't want to get trapped off of 6s, like 6-4, 6-5.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Really happy to get a spare on the anchor.
Okay, so the 4 is definitely 18, 14, and the 6 I would probably bring down to give us more coverage if Lawrence rolls a 6. So,
Yeah.
Again, he played that quickly. I think the 4, then think about the 6. He'd have been hit, of course, which is why I don't win any. Like 3-1.
Awkward, isn't it?
Do you just give 8? Do you play 8?
Wait,
Well, I only played a 3. That's clever. That's the way to do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, awkward one to play, so don't play it. Yeah.
I guess, even if we were allowed to tell the players that had happened,
We can't.
we can't get to the room that quickly.
No, we can't get it now.
They've already rolled a couple of times now.
Yeah. Well, that's. I don't want to bring it. I just don't want to bring it up again. But the famous incident a couple of years ago, was it now, where Kent Goulding was sat here and he did actually see what happened, but then didn't run in with his arms waving, and so things would have been so much different if that had happened, I suppose.
So this should definitely just come out.
Yeah.
There's not many gammons in the situation anyway.
I just slot.
Even if you don't hit.
You slot.
Yeah, I think so. Because you do you lose out on anything if you? I think you just give less bad numbers for Steve if you go all the way, because it's like 6-1, 6-2, and 6-3.
I think you have to come out to sort of face that point.
For sure. Because if you don't come out, then on your next roll, you're going to want to come out. So you might as well just do it now.
So there's a 6-2, right? So it starts to weaken his position somewhat.
Yeah, I don't think you
can. No clever reason why this wouldn't be the point to.
I don't think the pay now makes too much sense. So Lawrence is going to have to go with that checker, and then you can just clear it more easily next time.
Yeah.
Not with that.
6-3, and hope for something better next time. So it's all going to be down to whether Lawrence can roll the 9 when he needs to. And Lawrence will be faced with the awkward situation of whether to leave, but I don't think he will. Probably end up losing his board, which. Oh, nice and small. He's happy with that.
Okay.
1, 2. Don't need to make that. You could make the ace and just play to the 11.
I think in this situation you want it, right? Because you want to make him crunch.
Well, would he run out here with? Well, he has to do with the 6. I quite like this play because then you can pick and pass a lot here and attack. With a 2, 3.
You also would get kind of more gammons, right? If he's forced off of the 6, you've got an extra builder looking at it.
Yeah. Okay, so Steve's happy with this. Very nice 3-2. And okay, a smidge of gammons, but not many, but he'll obviously be hoping. He's got the checkers very nicely placed. I play 4-2 here. Let's see. The gamble, that's a good roll. Now with the ace, okay, so play 6-5.
Yeah, you'll definitely win more gammons if you play 5-4, right?
Yeah, you would. Well, but that's okay. He knew he was going to roll boxes. You see. Yeah, I never quite know whether to play 5-4, 6-5 in those.
Probably there's just not enough gammons in that situation to risk it. Actually, it's like
I would. I'd rip off here. I know it leaves me odd, but I would take it off. This is perfectly safe and it's even, so it might be right.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. So it's looking like it's going to be just a single game.
Yeah, probably. But one big set away. Make Lawrence start setting. Okay, reasonably small. Okay, again, it's not.
No, not great. So a set.
Great, one set. One set is all we need.
Wow,
he's got it.
it.
He's got it.
Okay, so he needs double 3s or
double
better.
3s are better. Yeah. No.
Wow.
Okay, Stephen Atkinson on the comeback trail. Again, we haven't had a break yet.
Yeah, no break. I think Lawrence. This would be the time.
This would be the time to stop the momentum. Yeah. Steve's eager to start the next game.
Yeah, he's racking them all up.
Yeah, he's feeling it.
I'm just going straight for it.
Right. 9-6, 2 away, 5 away. Okay. Okay. So you don't split, you just bring 2 down and leave those back checkers alone.
Especially in this sport. Yeah. He's hoping to just bring loads of material into the zone.
8's a good shot. Yeah.
Gets hit.
Oh my God. Okay, well. 3-1, 5 point. Four, 5, right. Ooh, it's off the ace. Wow. There's some duplication if you just play 13-8, but it strips the mid.
Yeah, I think that 11-6 might be like the last thing other than 8-3. I think that's like the last thing I would do here. Yeah. So I think this is good.
Yeah, that's what I would do, and 3-6 okay makes that point, and Steve wants a 3 or a 4. 4's good. Oh, 3 and a 4. Right, so that's now do you split while he's on the bar, even though there's an ace of point blot? I think you probably do.
Just wondering if you even
the alternative, come to the bar and just make the anchor, but
yes,
I'd be tempted to hit. I mean, Dirk's book. Oh, what would Dirk do? I'm not sure about that. But he didn't hit. He eschewed the hit. Good word.
So if he makes the 10, he's duping 4s, or he could just go to the 7 and the 5. maybe with all of the blots lying around for white, you should just make the 10 and
Yeah, just lose the move the back checkers as much as he can. He's doing well in the race. So. 4's needed. I think you're gonna have to hit this time. Oh wow! Okay.
it's actually not a great roll, right? It's
He makes the 2 points in board he doesn't really want to make, but beggars can't be choosers. So would you have hit with the 4-3 earlier? You'd have made his play, or
I think I'd have made his play because like you're outboarded, you've got a blot on the ace, blot on the outfield. Like I think you wanted to make that asset, and you know Lawrence's position is awkward enough that you probably get shots later on and might be in a better position. But obviously the score means that you make those like more aggressive plays. So. But
so we can either switch here and make the 8, leaving the blot. We could have leaving the blot on the 16 point, or you can swing the 16 check around. Now, if he hits here, he'd have to lose the anchor. So I imagine he'll do this. But if he hits the other way, he loses the midpoint. So there's trade-offs for both. This is also 7s, 2 5s, and 6 1. 4 1.
yeah, he gets it.
Yeah, nice, and the 1's nice.
Yeah,
Handy one. Three 1.
Yeah. So Steve will definitely hit with loose with a 2 or something. Yeah. I don't think he'll have like 4.
Where's the 5? 6 1. I presume is the only 5 you're going to play if he does that. Yeah, the 5-4 loose hit would be many blots. 2. Awkward. Pops out.
Yeah, he just runs and. Yeah.
Now the 1, I mean the 4 1 is awkward, very awkward. Suppose he's made the best of it there. Can't really, yeah, didn't want to kill any more checkers because he's already got one dead man on the ace point. But Lawrence has a bit of freedom now to play. He can make the 9 and then slot the 7s one play.
Yeah, so for sure he makes the 9. There's like the option of just making the 9 heavy, and then you've cleared that midpoint, and there's 2 blots in Steve's board. So I think you just kind of pay now and just clear that midpoint. Otherwise, you go to the bar, and then you just. Although if you do go to the bar, then you get to make it later. But I think I would just clear them mid. It's hard to work out what the races here because there's like quite a lot of wastage on the other side.
Yes.
Okay, goes to this one.
It looks like Lawrence is ahead by a chunk, I would say. Okay, so at least he's got a 4-point board, a threatening board. 6-5 or 5-4, I don't really mind.
Yeah, there won't be too much difference here. That looks quite nice, but for no particular reason.
2-1, okay, I'll take that. Nice. The midpoint will go now, I presume. Okay, and goes constructively. 5-point board now. So, Lawrence, there's some rolls here that are quite awkward. That is, well, I suppose that's a good roll, isn't it?
Yeah, you just got to do this, but now it's getting a little bit
He secures the race for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to have one of these standoffs. Unusual that it's the 8 points. The opponent's 8 points made.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a great roll. And if Steve doesn't come in swiftish, he's in big trouble.
Been a pretty tough match for Steve.
Yeah.
Even in the matches that he's won, he's had to like kind of hit late shots, and like Lawrence feels like every game has had the upper hand from the start of it, and then
yeah. So by doing this, you're delaying the break.
It's really safe.
Arguments for breaking the mid while he was in
now
there.
he can come in with a free, and it's like you've got a really old position.
Yeah, I think I would have given the shots there.
Okay.
Oh,
I'll see. Could he have played on there? I mean,
I think at this score you just keep rolling.
It's only a 3-5. Only 2 shots. You're gonna leave him.
And I don't think there's any way that Steve takes this.
No, I'm surprised by that.
Yeah, I mean that could come back to haunt Lawrence if Steve makes his comeback now from corner, because there are definitely gammons there, and not a huge amount of risk in just rolling on, but we'll see.
Right, so Crawford 1 away, 5 away.
Still no break, just charge.
No, they're going on. They're going on. Yeah. Now, gammons would be nice for 5 away. Oh no. Yeah, gammons would be.
Yeah, I think the splitting play makes sense.
Yeah.
Usually you would just play down, but the obviously no gammon value for Lawrence here. So probably wins more by just trying to get another anchor. 6. I guess you dupe the 2. Okay, he's going for the 3s. There's lots of 2 duplication if you do it the other way, but yeah, there is like the double hit. Jeez,
There it is. He's going for it.
Okay.
Good return. I don't think you need to slash on the 2 point, do you? Probably just pop out with 1.
Yeah, it's not really achieving much. There's a lot of duplication of 4s and 2s if he goes to the 14 points, so that's probably the play. If you hit on the deuce, you just give all those aces and 2s they hit back, and it's like you've lost a load of ground in the race. So I think you should just go to the 14. Yeah, and he does it.
Okay. 2 hits and the 6.
Well, he might just make the 15 here.
Oh, yes, I didn't see that play.
Because you don't really have a nice 6 after you hit.
No.
So.
I think he's going for it. He's reaching for that one.
Just telling us what
Yes, he just is. That's a Powellism, that. He just points at the...
Like he really wants to hit, but he really doesn't like the 6s. There's just so many returns of like any way that he does it. So okay, he's going for it. Yeah, so 3s, aces, and 6s.
I think he's going to make your play here. I think yes.
But he's got
Okay, yeah, look at the time. Okay, it's 2.5 minutes. That's a little bit low. There might be 2 or 3 more games here. We're not talking Oliver Squire territory here, but it's a little bit low. When you're playing, Reece, do you have in your mind how many minutes you should have left for a particular score?
Yeah, I kind of like if I'm playing a 9-point match in 18 minutes, and then it gets down to like, I don't know, 2-3, so it's like a 7-point match, and I'm down to 10. I'm thinking, okay, I've actually used more than I should have technically, right?
Okay.
But
if I get less than a minute per point needed, then I start to sort of think, right, got to change my speed.
But I'm very comfortable playing
Quickly,
fast. So.
Yeah. Okay, 2-2. That does a lot of good things. Yes. Now, how did so you did play the hit and the split, major split. Okay, now the 6 again. He's got no decent 6 apart from making the. Oh no, he could make the 9, couldn't he?
Yeah, I think he should make the 9.
Yeah, the 9's. It was a nice blocking point against the three checkers in the home board.
I guess he's looking at making the bar, but you just get hit. You just leave more shots that way. So
yeah, it's really nice. 3-1. He'd like to hit, but I think he's going to make the 5, so it's a decent point. Makes the rack.
Yeah, if Gavin's mattered, he might even hit on the ace and just play down. But okay, he's going for it. I don't think this is. I don't think this is bad.
Well, because he'd give Lawrence a free roll to either, because 5s would make the bar anchor and lots of other numbers make progress on the other side. So yeah, it makes sense. But that was a great roll.
Lawrence says, "You think
you stop me? Yeah. Well, 1 could be better.
Yeah, so for sure he's just going to hit twice, and because there's just not really any alternatives.
Yeah, he was hoping for a better roll than that, I think.
Yeah, but it is quite nice to put 2 on the bar, because he's kind of
a little bit passive. This one, I think he's looking at it, but I think he will. I think he will be a bit more aggressive in this. No, maybe not. Okay. Well,
Lawrence's favourite number comes back.
Yes. Okay, so that splits his army in 2. Okay, we're going to get a constrict. Oh, 6 is very nice. Wow. So that's
just
9 point. Yeah, that's very nice. I don't think there's anything else.
No, even if he wasn't ahead in the race, like you just don't have other plays. You're not going to make the ace behind those 2 checkers, and if you play everything down and then go to the 4 point, then you've given up all of the outfield. So he's just going to go to the 9.
So I'll leave that lone checker. So help me. There's 13 opposing men bearing down in it, but I think this is to be the play. Decent roll, I think, 6 at the end of the day. Okay, the attack is not forthcoming, so
yeah, I guess you just run, right? Get out of the way of all those checkers looking to attack you.
Oh, doesn't do much at all. Just doesn't move the back checker, doesn't point on him.
Yeah,
doesn't
so
hit the block.
with that big avalanche of checkers,
He's expecting more. Yeah, that was disappointing.
Well, you've got to hit loose on the 2 point. Yeah, you can't let Lawrence have his full roll.
No. Oh
wow! So he's rewarded.
4, lovely roll.
Really rewarded.
Wow. Well, he moved that first. Hang on, slow down. Let's,
wait.
1,
you could make the 5.
Make the 5 point, and then think of the last one. Okay.
Okay. Hopefully, he takes us back.
Yeah.
But I'm worried that he's not good.
Okay, so he's making like 5-4s. That's the way to do it. Yeah. He did something similar before. He didn't play an awkward ace.
Okay. So after being told by Lawrence that he'd used too many, he then just didn't reset the position. He just said, "Okay, well, what's my last one?"
Yeah.
So it's,
and I don't think that was the optimal move, but it certainly wasn't a bad move, was it?
No.
I mean, it's still,
but it's
still looking good.
It's transposed anyway.
Yeah.
He's got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a couple of times in this game, Steve has fallen victim to like moving really quickly,
Yeah.
and it's stopped him from like seeing other players, I think. But
Mhm.
he's in a really good
double
shape
5
now.
was lovely, and double 3 closed him out.
Okay.
There'll be a gammon here. Won't mean much to gammon, but yeah, he'll take it for sure.
Yeah, he's been rewarded in this match for like being aggressive when he needed to be. He seems like quite an aggressive player.
Yeah.
And it's got him back into this match from like 9-2 down.
Well, yeah. I mean, I thought it was
like a massive.
I thought it was all over. So he's doing very well to come back.
Yeah.
That leaves him awkward if he rolled a big double 6 next roll. So I would have played 5-4 with a final ace. So,
yeah, he could even have played like 9-8.
Oh, it's happened. It's happened. It's happened. Woo.
He had like 9-8 and then 6-3. As
Yeah,
well.
yeah, 7th place. Yes. Oh dear. Right. He's okay. I must admit that is one of the things that really winds me up in when I'm playing backgammon, when I see someone make. It was a bad mistake, I think Steve made. It wasn't that huge equity wise, but it was a mistake he shouldn't have made, and then of course no one ever gets penalised. So anyway, 5-2. Right, so this will be 10-8, I presume. So free take.
I mean, Lawrence is down to like a minute and 40.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
isn't. I don't.
Do you think Steve will do the little trick and just keep playing? And
I don't think so. But
no, he'll just keep straight away. And
I mean, if your opponent is getting into some kind of time trouble, it definitely is worth doing it, right? Because if you can get them into some difficult decision, you might make them use a little time. Don't think Lawrence is the kind of player that is going to get tricked. So,
well, I got done once. So I had it in the back of my mind, with a free take, my take point is really low. But then at certain scores, it wasn't as low as I thought. It was like got up to about 8% or something.
okay, yeah.
Well, so I didn't get done. That was in. Where was that? Yeah, just in Germany. Yeah,
So the only thing to really consider when you make that, delaying at post Crawford is that the gammonish take point is a lot higher at this 10-8 score than like 10-6 or 10-4 or 10-2. So like if let's say like a 200 take at like 10-6 would be like a borderline.
Really? That difference?
Yeah, I think so. Because it just wins the match.
Yeah.
So that's the risk if you don't know that and you're playing the trick, is that actually you might have a lot of market losers.
Yes, you don't realise. Yeah.
So they are taking a break.
Yeah, well, and we'll have a break as well. So stay tuned. We'll be back very soon.
Do we have to wait or?
I don't think so.
Are we okay to go again?
Okay, we're back. I'm currently Reeseless, but he'll be here shortly. So 10-8. Steve might cube straight away. He might wait a bit. It's a free take for Lawrence, and obviously he takes because he's got a decent chance. Double 5, okay. So you go gung-ho for the gammon here and get the match over with.
Okay, so there was no trick, as we suspected.
No.
And Lawrence is praying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, well, the 4's in, but the 3 exposes another plot. So, Steve obviously will hitting with anything he can. Apart from 4-1, what a dreadful, well. So, what do we're going to make the best of a bad roll? So
I think the ace is for sure splitting.
Yeah,
and then it's just, do you kind of, maybe you just play 13-9 and just, you're going for the gammon, put more pressure on the block. But I think I would definitely split with it.
Yeah.
Try and catch some outfield blocks. Yeah. Cool. But it's good that you play 13-9 because I think there was like an auto play of going to the 20. But okay, and he gets
3-2. Okay, so he saved his 2 of those blocks, but he's still under pressure.
Yeah.
That lone blot.
But he's rewarded for his play because he's got
extra 5 to hit. Yes. Okay, so do you make the? Ooh, now then, this requires. He's got plenty of time.
Okay, I think that's right, and he's made it really quickly.
Yeah, I definitely think about it a lot.
Yeah, for sure. Probably would have been worth thinking about that.
A great return by Lawrence though. 4-1.
So aces and deuces hit.
Okay, 2-1,
both. Probably with the 2.
Yeah, take yourself 2 covers in case Lawrence doesn't hit back. Hit with the 2, Steve. Hit with the 2.
Yeah, like you feel like this is safer, but you're not playing for safety. You're
playing for
aggression. You're trying to go for that.
Okay, the 5, the 1 exposes another man. And Steve would love to be able to hit back with a 1 or 2 here, but he's only hitting back with 2s.
He gets it.
He gets it though. But 4 men out of action, so the blitz is unlikely to succeed. Okay, safety is those 2 plus. That's a great roll.
Huge roll.
Great roll. Great roll. So 4-3. Suppose you attack and then split. You can't leave the.
Yeah, for sure you're playing the 4 to the 20.
Yeah.
Okay, he's realised that.
Yeah,
and take away.
But the blitz is sort of petering out.
Yeah.
And with also the advantage, so another brilliant roll. Okay, so obviously the 4 point is crying out to be made. He just keep going because he's not afraid now of any attack. So we had a ghost of an attack. It didn't quite come to anything.
Yeah, so Steve is now going to try and play the rest of this match with a failed blitz.
Yeah, which we all hate to do that. He wants to get those checkers moving from the back somehow. Oh,
I don't know. Oh, I didn't see that extra checker down the 3. So
do you make the 22 anchor and then slot? I mean,
maybe you can just play 13-11 and
13-11 even, or you could slot the 5 or something.
I wasn't sure if maybe he should just go to the 20 and just try and mobilise that checker, but
won't leave the 2 blocks on the 22 and 23 because
I mean just leaving on the 23. But this is probably better, and then just play 13-11.
The thing is, he can't play a 2 anchor game, can he? When he's got the ace point made and as you say, it's a failed blitz is usually a dreadful position to have to play. And yeah, okay, I probably would avoid having the two anchors. I would.
I think this is fine because if you get hit, you get more timing. You don't want to open up to like loads of like pointing rolls. He's down so much anyway. So Steve's game plan is to just build his board as quickly as he can.
I think he's got to get that last one actually to the bar.
Yeah, I think so.
That checker on the 23 point is doing nothing really. It has to get in the action somehow. Yes. Okay. Oh wow. I was thinking the chance point is not a chance of points on him, but he did. Okay, so he's playing some sort of a two anchor back game with. Oh, it's not nice to look at, is it? Two more to play.
No, but he has enough checkers in the outfield to make the 5 and 4. So even he's made the ace, which is unfortunate, but you could still get.
You're a glass half full kind of guy, I can tell.
Yeah. Definitely not out of it. He'd really like a free to step up that back checker, and he gets it. I think that's more important than covering.
Yeah.
So we'll do this, and then maybe like either 11-6 or leave the blot in the middle.
You could slot the 4 as well if you're going to.
You could even just jump out of the 5.
Lots of options, but that's the 3. 3 is definitely right.
Yeah, because you just might not roll a 3 again for a while, and you've only got those 2 checkers.
Yeah, it's your worst checker on the board, and
so he might regret that in a couple of hours' time.
Two, running out of time. 2, 3, 4. So the 5-3 anchors, they're not great, are they? But there's still hope. I mean, he's hoping Lawrence leaves a shot pretty soon because that board isn't going to last long. Might even have to jump out from the 20 soon. Oh, they got the 3.
Oh, he gets
nice one.
Wow. That was a huge roll.
Yeah. I'm glad he did that and not made the 2.
Yeah.
That's the point cleared.
Okay.
Slots. Okay. But there's no rolls, no shot numbers yet. Again, there's a few rolls away from anything too but nasty. Some 4.
Yeah, it seems like he might have to abandon an anchor before he gets that crucial shot.
Then you run off the 20 rather than the 22, obviously. But that's okay, right? Yeah. Lawrence won't be leaving anything here. I think he can play everything. I believe.
Doesn't get to clear the 8 though.
No.
So he's probably going to have to come off the 20. He's not going to break his board. Oh, but he can.
You can make it. I think I would come off just in case you roll double 3 next roll or something. I would come now. You do the same. You run now. If you made the deuce.
I mean, I don't think it's super easy. I might have been tempted just to stay for that one roll, but
so he clears, and what bad rolls he's got? Okay, it's looking okay. He's pretty happy here.
It's just the his favourite roll that keeps coming out. Like double 4 is pretty awkward.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, you called it.
Oh no!
This match has been double 4s. Theme of double 4s.
I'd like to point out that I was saying that mainly because he's rolled double 4 so many times in this match.
Now Steve wants to leave that back anchor to give him bad 4s.
Terrible.
Steve wants to give Lawrence some bad 4s here, so I would move off the.
Okay. Oh yeah, because of the plot on the A's.
Yeah, I'd move off the back anchor.
So you would make
I'd just shift. I'd make the other
5,
anchor
4, 3. I don't know, 4, 3.
I would have made the 20 and played a 1 somewhere else. Another double 4.
Oh, that's quite a good roll, I guess.
Oh yeah. Okay, now he's going to leave the 2.
Yeah,
yes,
you
okay.
want the 2.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So what we're going to see now? 4-3. Okay, so we have
Okay, it's a
11
start.
shots.
So really, you'd rather dance than roll a 6 or a 5, that's for sure.
Oh, yes. Okay, here we go. Extra shake, extra shake. The 3 is not there. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. So it makes the board.
Yeah, good, comes under the 6.
And Lawrence, well, he's one big double away from the match. Okay.
So he doesn't want to roll.
Doesn't touch any of his back checkers here, just plays that one.
He really wants a 3, 2, or a 1 in his next roll.
Just bring it in, yeah. Right, so there are some really nasty numbers here and some really quite good numbers. 4-3 is just about doable.
Gets the 3.
Again, Steve wants small numbers. He wants tiddlers. Ooh, okay. Well, plays itself. Yeah. I'm not sure what. You just has to move that one, and the race is dead. So.
Well, maybe he wants to save the 6, right? He might.
No, they just.
Oh no, sorry. It's because he put it over his board. I was getting like.
That should be the winning roll. Let's see. Can Steve enter with a 4 fan? He's looking pretty grim. Okay, fans. Right, so there's 6 bad numbers. That's incredible. And he's teasing him by not even clearing it. It's just flipping off.
Yeah, nice one.
Shake hands. No, yes, no.
We can carry on.
Always
I think Steve offered and Lawrence said, well, you could.
I want you to suffer longer.
Yeah.
No, it is mathematically possible. Good, of course, yes. Still win this. Peter Bennett standing behind Lawrence. I think Peter and Lawrence always have a percent of each other, I think. They've had a long-running deal for like 20 years. I believe. There we go. So, good match. Good comeback by Steve. Lawrence played very well. Had the dice when needed, but certainly a deserved victory. Well done.
Yeah, it was a great match.
Yeah.
It was a really nice effort from Steve.
I was chatting to Steve in the interval there, and he said he was very nervous at the start, and as soon as he made that ball play with the 5, remember the double 5?
Right, yeah.
He realised. Yeah, so he was a bit nervous at the beginning, but well played both. And say Lawrence Powell, Super Jackpot champion. So it's good night from me.
Yeah, good night from me. Thanks, everyone.
Okay, good night.
Especially taking the mugs out. That's my favorite.
Yes, yeah. I will take the mug out.
You're special.
Okay.
494 winner, yeah.
Okay, if you're happy with that.
Yeah, I'm good, yeah. I'm happy for a split, I don't know. I'm good. Doesn't matter. How much? That one?
Yeah, if we did a different deal, I would probably want to put more for first place rather than second place, but it doesn't, yeah, it doesn't matter to me. Yeah.
17.
Yeah.
400 at 300 is good.
No, just 490, 210 is fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Play?
Yeah. Good match. Is it going? The stream?
I don't know.
Maybe we should wait.
Yeah, should
Okay.
wait. You're going to Dubai?
Yeah, well, are you?
What do you want
to drink?
Oh, anything.
Yeah.
Tomato juice, soft drink, anything. Sparkling water, Coke. Yeah,
Good luck, boys.
Good match.
Good match.
Hello, folks. Dan Rivera here, commentating. Memin Rose will be here to join us as well. We have Oliver Squire against Ehsan Sahami. So it should be an interesting match. An 11-pointer. It's a new overflow super jackpot. So, yes, we'll see how we get on. Obviously, Oliver Squire is a grandmaster, so one of the best players, not only in the UK but in the world. So I will just try my best to explain maybe some of the reasoning behind his moves. In essence, Sahami is also, a very good player. I just played him in the doubles actually, and he definitely knows his way around the board. So yeah, should be a good match. So, okay, so 6-4. Really like to make the 9-point here when blue is on the 3-point, blocking the point that's 6 away. And now blue likes to hit and then figures out how to play the 2. So puts a spare on the 6-point. Always good to have an extra spare on the 6. And there you can use the ace to cover. Not sure whether I would have stepped up there and given myself a good 6 to get out. But both players playing pretty quickly. Lots of time on the clock. So, okay, so jumps out in front of a stripped point there. And 6-1, so here Ollie makes the bar and duplicates 1s to cover blue's 5-point. Double 3. Okay, so blue just looking to get the last checker out from behind the prime. Oh, blind, that's a huge button.
That's all they had. So
thank you very much. So here's Miriam. You'll know from Stockholm.
Hey.
So yeah, I've just said some stuff about the characters. But yeah, they are real people.
The players.
They are. I have met them in person.
So what is it? Okay, Overflow Super Jackpot Final. Okay.
Yeah, so Ollie's playing a holding game, got the bar point here, and Esan is looking whether to double. So here you need around 15 pips, race lead to offer a double. And
Have you counted the race?
I haven't counted the race yet.
It's double and a take, okay.
Yeah, right. And yeah, so still good contact in the position from the 18 point. So Esan hoping to roll 5-4 or a double to clear the midpoint, build the board, and that's how he goes, right?
I'm just monitoring the chat. Justin Knoll has just said if it has super jackpot in the name, Ollie Squire will be there.
Yeah.
That is pretty much a certainty at the moment.
Maybe Esan should just hand the money over.
Pretty much. He just signs up and then he gets the check, yeah? No one else should just bother turning up.
So play 4-6, slot in the points, which is fine. You don't mind doing that in a holding game because you're just playing for race efficiency going forward. 5-1, okay, fine. Nothing else really. Loses a landing point, and Ollie's doing the same thing, building a board and hoping to, run off the anchor or get a late shot. And I'm not sure about this because now you give an awkward 6-1.
Yeah, he's running out of room, isn't he?
I think
unless he gets a big double.
Yeah, I think I would have just broken the board because you've just got to be really cautious when you're leading. What was that? Was that double 5?
It's a double 5. I would have thought about slotting the 2 as well instead of putting the third checker on the 3 point.
Yeah. I'm going to ban double 5s from holding games.
You're going to ban them?
Particularly when they win.
Yeah. Sounds legit.
I think you're allowed 1 per tournament.
Yeah.
And once you've used it, that's it.
That's it.
There's no more double 5.
Are you allowed to decide, like, if a double 5 comes, you go, no, actually, I don't want that. So you re-roll it, and then
I think so.
When the right one comes along, you'll know, and you'll go, so. That is my double 5.
We need to. Okay, nice. Yes. So.
Okay.
Things could get awkward here.
Yep. 5-1. So I think he is just
going to
make the 2.
Yeah, but here then he has bad 6s. So here now he's looking whether to save a 6 or not.
Sure.
And the cube is turned as well. But there's no gammons in this game, so it's kind of a tricky one, really, because when you get the shot, then you've got no board. So
that's it. I don't like breaking the 6 at all. I think, they're both in a similar position, right? Esan can't hold, obviously, that position. He's going to have to play in probably from the 8 on the next roll.
I think I just make the board.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just so horrible to play from the 6. Right?
Yeah. I just don't want to do it on principle. It just looks disgusting.
It looked horrendous. I'd expect more from Ollie.
Exactly.
He's got a bit of a funky shirt on, hasn't he? Look at that collar.
I complimented him on his shirt this morning. It has a matching floral collar and pocket trim.
It's quite powerful.
Looking very dapper.
Yeah, matches the board.
Yeah.
You should get blue glasses. Frames.
Don't go crazy. Okay, just settle down.
Just behave yourself.
Just settle down.
Oh, look at that.
See, and so
that's usually how I lose matches.
Because you're too busy focusing on matching your glasses to your outfit.
Yeah, exactly. yeah. I'm too busy looking at people's collars
to actually focus on the play.
Dazzled.
Oh, look at this! It's a 6-1, so he's got a shot and he's got a closed out board.
Oh.
So.
And now, yeah. Kaboom.
There it is.
Ollie Squire.
Nailed it.
What a legend.
Nailed it.
I like the kind of video cams because you can see their facial expressions.
Yeah. Not that Ollie's facial expression ever changes.
No.
He's always just
locked in.
Chill.
He's locked in.
Stoic, is concentrating.
He's basically the human equivalent of XG.
Correct.
Whereas SN, you could just see a little flicker.
Yeah, look at he's dead behind the eyes right now. He's not happy.
We just played him in a doubles actually, and yeah, he's pretty good. I played him a few times in the London Open. Oh, look at that!
I've seen him around at quite a few tournaments. I'm not sure if we've actually played. It would have only been once, maybe, if we have.
Yeah.
Certainly not for a while.
So I just think you just do double now, right, and cash it. What is he playing off for 2 good?
There's no harm for playing on, I guess, for the moment.
I guess if there's any sign of awkwardness,
if something awkward comes up, then he can cash it in. But there's
4-2, and then because now you've got some awkward doubles.
Yes.
So I would just boom.
And now you cash it.
Cash it.
Mhm.
Cash it. Boom.
There he goes. Double, pass, 2 points.
He's not considering taking this, is he?
I hope not.
Come on, Esan. Yes. Good.
There he goes.
Good lad.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, your mind plays tricks on you in backgammon. There's sometimes, what may be a horrendous pass somehow becomes attractive over the board, and you can just convince yourself, can't you?
Yeah.
It's like why people watch terrible TV, because they convince themselves there's some like merit.
Yes.
In watching it.
Sure.
Yeah,
and it's also Sunday night when we started kind of lunchtime on Friday. I mean, there's been a lot of play over this weekend. You start to get tired, and your mind starts to play tricks on you.
Yeah, that's right.
And sometimes you make silly decisions, or
Have you made any silly decisions this weekend?
Constantly, yeah. Of course.
We're talking about backgammon. No.
Oh, backgammon. No. Yes, I certainly have. I haven't. I'm actually recording all my matches this weekend. I only looked at one of them because it was incredibly short.
Okay.
When you have a 4 cube and a gammon on a 7-point match, that kind of that ties things off quite quickly.
So I like that. He duplicated the 6s.
Yep.
And then he rolls 2-1, which is pretty nice. Makes that. Then
6-5 is a great return. I think you you can make either bar point.
I think you make the bar, because now that he's got the 5-point made, you really just
want to get in front of it.
Just don't get primed.
Yeah, totally.
Do not ever get primed. Never. Never.
Never ever.
When it happens, it's better your fault. You've allowed it.
Golden rule.
Golden rule. 3-2. Yeah. Good.
Looks good.
Okay, you don't really like splitting in front of like 10 checkers, but you've not got much choice of you.
It's not the best position.
Yeah.
Even though it is 10 checkers in the zone, it didn't look that scary.
In the zone. Do you think people who are at this hotel who don't play backgammon just wonder like what the heck everyone's going on about?
Possibly.
When people keep on saying like anchor and just weird things.
Yeah. I mean, we were very put out yesterday when, last night we wanted to watch the backgammon on the big screen in the bar, and they thought putting the football on was a good, I mean, come on. Like, outrageous. Who wants to watch football? Boring.
I mean, is it a mind sport?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. It's just... Right, double 2.
So it has to come in with 1. That's mandatory.
Makes a 4-point with another one. And then...
Oh, yeah, there's a checker hiding down there. I'm going to just tilt this forward just a smidge. I've got a laptop screen.
That's too many screens.
There we go. I had the corner of the laptop screen was obscuring part of the board, so I didn't actually see that there was one.
I like that play. You shuffle up, right? I mean, here you've basically got a 6 prime. Just imagine those 2 white checkers with blue. It's a 6 prime, isn't it?
If only.
If only.
I mean, wouldn't that be great if you just went, I want to swap those 2 checkers for those 2, and I've got a 6 prime.
Have you played Hackgammon?
I haven't.
I've got it. Hackgammon, you can actually do wild stuff like that where you can switch out checkers, and Wilson is a genius.
I'm starting to learn about all the crazy variations. I was recently introduced to -2.
What is -2?
Well, it's whenever you roll a 2, you have to play it backwards.
Oh, that's evil.
It's gross. And
what if you're on a double 2? Go back 8.
Yep. Including in the bear off. So you definitely don't want any on your shoe point. Anyway, should we focus on the game?
Yeah. Okay.
Ollie has cubed.
Has Holly cubed?
Yep.
This has got to be a take, right? No checkers on the bar. He's got the rack made. That looks like a pretty easy take.
Yeah, I think so.
But
And 6-5 is immediately awkward.
It's a pretty good double. I guess what he's hoping for is like, how do you lose your market here? Right, 5-5, maybe 6-4. I don't, the thing is when you have the 18 point, it's really hard to lose your market, which is why often
it would probably be something to do with either making the bar or like a 4-4, 5, as you said, 4-4, 5, 6. But obviously they're all kind of.
But look at this. This could actually backfire.
Yeah, the 6-5 is immediately awkward and leaves a shot in some fashion. He's not touching the checkers on the 18.
You see, like here, like with, if he makes this play and S and hits him, then any dance, I'd be considering a recube.
I would be tempted. So he's gonna think about hitting with the 5. So the other play that I would think about would just be bringing 2 down from the midpoint. So he's slotting the bar. Obviously there are returns, but if you're missed, then you can make the bar and you're priming those 2 checkers.
Yeah, I don't mind this one because if you're missed, it's great because you go to the goalkeeper.
Yep.
It's kind of further forwards, which, however,
so one's a hitter.
You see now, like
down,
this is a great position now, owning the cube, right? Because if Ollie doesn't come in, okay, he does come in, but the 5 is like pretty awkward.
Another awkward one. He's got to probably hit on the ace again.
Yeah, I mean the thing is though, by playing to the 8 point, you do duplicate the ones where he needs to step up. So I'm not sure if I'd hit here.
Well, I don't know. There are plenty of rolls from the back that like 1s, 2s, 5s, 6s.
Yeah,
it's not huge duplication of the 1s.
The midpoint loses value when the 18 points made.
Yes.
I just kind of feel like you're kind of, yeah. I mean, you don't really love any option, right?
No.
I mean, this one you're giving 5-6 and any 1, right, and 6-6,
yeah,
right, which is a lot of shots. I mean, and yeah, it's not quite a readable, but he's not that far off. And now, like, so
3-1.
so
I think you're just
you're
hitting and continuing to the 9.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, and then you're gonna cash, aren't you? Like this.
If he doesn't come in.
So you want to kind of lower the volatility, in the position. So I think you just do this, hit, dance, and then surely you can't take it.
Okay, that's
Double
a
3.
great roll. So he's gonna make the 2, right?
I think so, yeah. But also
he's got options. You could hit on the mid, but I think making the 2 looks strong.
You make the 2, yeah, and then just pick up the other guy.
Yep.
Next time, right? And
you still need, there's that concept of connectivity, right? You don't necessarily want to break that midpoint because you need that to get the back guys out.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
Well, not the midpoint, the surrogate midpoint, the 18 points. Yeah.
Well, it's no way to talk about the 18 points. don't.
The secondary midpoints.
It's like the kind of junior. Okay, think about it. So he's thinking about a double hit, right? Thinking about, or even just running. She's not. I guess the issue with this is if blue enters with something with a 6 and hits loose, then you've got all these blots all over the place.
Yeah.
Which is not where you want to be.
It's giving you decent outfield coverage with the 2 checkers that are out there. But the problem is, you're right, if he enters, obviously entering numbers are 1, 2, 3, and then hitters are 5 and 6. So for Ersan, that's really nicely kind of diversified.
Yeah. The 5 hit is a bit meh. I'll have to think about that, but the 6 you're hitting all day long, aren't you? Off that.
But what else are you doing with the 5? You're just going to come out and get attacked.
I'll have to think about it.
Yeah.
Okay. So now what?
I think making the 2 looks strong to me.
I think I'd be
That's
making it
my
2.
play.
That's yeah. I mean, what can go wrong, right? You're giving him, a whole bunch of dancing numbers. As he dances pretty much half the time. Okay, nice one. I like it. Okay.
Double 4's a dancer.
And now you can pick up this other guy with 6.
Which he does immediately, I think, now.
Yeah, so I
6, and then come to the bar, I think.
I think so. I think hitting twice is just an overplay here.
Oh, yeah, no, I wouldn't hit twice.
You just bring it.
I would go 12 to 7. Yeah, because if he enters with 1 on the 3, you just want to attack that with everything you've got. So that's an extra block to do that.
Yeah, and also there's not really any awkward numbers. I suppose double 2 is just switches or something. So
5-3 makes a 3-point.
Absolutely.
It's a dream.
It's a dream. I mean, this looks like a G for sure, unless something miraculous happens.
Now, why would you say that? Why would you say something like that? Nothing is for sure when it comes to backgammon. Hang your head in shame.
Look at this, Sam.
Double 3.
Come on there, Sam.
So
So here, the only thing you need to be thinking about is, am I going to roll something really awkward that's going to just completely destroy my position?
Yeah. So he's going to hit him off the ace point because he doesn't want Ehsan making the ace point. So that makes sense to me. He's bringing one in, so he's got a direct cover.
Okay. So
double 1s would be amazing, but don't.
So here you see like double 5 and stuff is just kind of
4-2. Yeah.
I think you keep back.
That's a shame. You would have really loved to use that to pop out from the back.
Yeah. Double 1 is not fantastic.
Yeah, and I think you just leave the back checkers where they are. And
I don't know. I think you come because then you've got good double 5 when you go over 23.
Yeah, sure. You could move it up 1, but certainly not going to move it up to the 22 point.
That would just be an absolute madness.
That'd be disastrous.
If I saw that, I may even weep a little.
4-1.
I think they win this board, don't they?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Nice. Well, they certainly win an art gammon board.
What do you think about that kind of grey snake skin? Or
it's
whatever?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
This is very similar to the board they had as well for last year. Kind of the similar. It's not the exact same board. It's a similar board.
Do you have any outfits in that same kind of grey snake skin?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Disappointing.
Yeah. I should have thought ahead and dressed to match the prize board. Of course, I'm so stupid. Why did I not think of this?
Particularly when you're on stream.
Goodness.
I mean,
oh God, they're not showing video of us, are they? No.
Okay, so he's given himself a good double 6, right?
Double 4 is great. You're just going to play from the back. Yep. So now all he needs to focus on is playing safe. He doesn't need to do anything fancy to get a gammon here. Just, clear the 6.
Absolutely. So this is basically the 0 position, right?
Yeah.
There's going to be no shots here.
Certainly at the moment.
And, in some ways, the best blue can hope for is just to dance a little bit.
Yes.
And hope. Okay.
See, that wasn't a good roll because now he's odd on the outside and Ehsan wants to dance.
No one wants to be odd on the outside.
No.
It's not good. You can tell.
I can already tell this is going to spiral into.
You can tell it's late.
Ridiculousness and debauchery.
We're past the watershed now, so.
I think Sean would still tell us off for swearing.
No swearing.
Keep it PC.
This is for the children.
Think of the children.
What time is it? Gosh, it's 10 p.m. already.
It's 10:06.
10:06. All right, so not really a great deal to say.
No, I mean it's the gammon's pretty much. I'm not going to say it.
So now he'd like to dance.
He's desperate for Ehsan to come in, which he does.
And then you just get off the BG.
Yep. You've got to get those 2 out sharpish, and then you call it a day.
Okay,
it doesn't matter. It's
doesn't
5.
Matter. 2-1. Just
I don't know why they're playing on. It's not possible to save it.
Honor.
Sure.
Okay.
Whatever you reckon.
So there you go. 4 points to Mr. Squire.
Yep.
So now 6-0. So now you can start adjusting the score because Ollie's going to be more cautious in doubling in case of like redoubles, which just come swinging basically in.
And I don't know about you, but when I'm playing against Ollie in a super jackpot, this is not a scoreline that I want to be seeing.
No.
Personally.
But I sometimes think, that actually when you're trailing, the cubing decisions are easier.
Yes.
Because you can just be much more aggressive.
Absolutely.
However, that is a bit of an overstatement because the take point is still low in racing positions, for example, when you are leading, because, you can see that 5-way, 2-away and so on. Right. Okay. 5-2.
So Ollie, okay. He's obviously played the 5. I would have moved up with the 2, but I don't think it's material either way. 4-3 is a great roll. He just needs to make the 20 point.
Yeah. Beautiful. I mean, sometimes you like staying back for the old contact zone. But not that. Get moving. 6-1.
That's a great roll. Just make the bar.
That is really good, particularly when the opponent is still stuck back on a 24.
Yep. 4-2. So he's going to make the 4.
I think you've got to step up with a 2, right? Is this Ollie playing now?
Yeah. You want to step up with the 2 or the 4?
So I think you play the 4, and then you step up with 2. Yeah, because you don't want to get hit on the 5. You want to get in on a 3. And also your 1s just play a lot better because you can't play the 1s from the mid and the 5 point.
4 something or other.
Okay, 4-3. I mean, okay. I think that's fine. I would have actually just thought about that a little bit, but I mean, yeah, sure. He plays quite quickly, Hassan.
Yeah. And someone in the chat was asking whether he lives in the UK, because they've not seen his name around. I mean, I've run into him at tournaments, but so I'm assuming potentially he lives somewhere in the UK. But,
yeah, I don't know where exactly, but I played him with a London Open.
Yep.
And I've seen him at other tournaments. So he's barely regular.
You know where his background is? Because I've heard him speaking another language, I think.
Yeah,
is Iranian or
he might be,
potentially.
We should find that out. Okay. Wow, killer. So now, right. I mean, this is kind of interesting. Is 1-6 is pretty awkward, right? Because what's a race here? I mean.
I'm counting blue. $135, I think, for blue.
135, okay. And times 54 and 8. 62. 62 and 18 is 17, 76, 132, or was 132? Okay.
6-5, so it's going to bring 2 down. Okay. Yep, and hope that he doesn't get hit.
This is going to be a big double.
Yes, absolutely. If Ollie doesn't roll something good here, 4-6 is good. Pops straight out. That's probably held it off.
That's
for
probably
now.
The best roll.
Yep.
To be honest, besides 4-4.
6-4's a hitter. Okay.
Okay.
So here we are again. Ollie needs to fire back with something, and he hasn't.
Okay, so I'll be doubling this to a score. So is in. You've just got attack potential here. You've got numbers to prime, numbers to escape.
I think you go 6-4 with the last 2. You don't want to step up.
Yeah, I didn't.
But
also as well. I mean, I think. I mean, would you take this? I mean, it's
no. I don't think that I would.
I mean, of the score. Yeah, good. Nice
Mm.
cube. So yeah, at a normal score, then it'll be a different thing. But,
Yeah.
well, you know, you
That just looked really scary.
looks very gaminish, right?
Yeah.
Good, nice. Nice to get a point on the scoreboard.
No, that's always a good feeling.
Just psychologically, right?
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
2-1 is slotting, which you generally would do with this kind of score deficit.
Okay, 6-1 again, straightforward. Does that. 6-4.
6-4 makes the 5 and it's probably going to come up. Yep.
Yep.
Looks good.
Pretty good so far. 6-5. Okay, runs.
Run to the mid. Yep.
Yeah, good. Okay, it's all pretty straightforward so far. 4, so makes the 20 and bring one down. Trying to make the bar point.
Yep.
Classic kind of game plan stuff.
And he's got both 5 points now, which is always a really good position to be in.
Yeah, right. And
I mean, again, with this score, I mean, he's already kind of, are you getting an itchy trigger finger already?
Yeah. I'm always looking for ways, you know, to, I mean, here,
I'd be thinking about it now.
I'd definitely be thinking about it. I still think we're a little bit, okay, so now I think you've just got to make the bar.
Make the bar, but I mean, he didn't stop to think about that, and I would have at least thought about that.
Yeah, you made the bar, and then if you misses, then you double, right?
Yes.
And again, it's, you know, it's yeah, for sure.
What else are you doing with the 6? No,
your pride.
That was illegal. Yep, that's right.
Okay.
No, that's just too passive.
It's too passive. The thing is here, you can't cube really afterwards, right? You make the bar.
Why would you give him that one shot without? Yeah, the whole point of bringing one down is to prime.
Yeah, and this is it. And then now, oh wow,
that's a great hitter. But there are returns.
Squire shake. That's what I'm going to call it, a Squire shake.
The Squire shake.
The Squire shake when you jump a 4 prime and hit.
Love it.
Yeah.
2. I think that looks right. You want to stay back now for contact.
That was unfortunate because now he's lost a midpoint. He's got 3 checkers back.
Yep.
And it's going to be really difficult to get this home, right? And this sort of, you know, racing position, holding position is kind of what the sort of game Ollie wants, you know, when you're leading.
Yep.
You don't want kind of blitzy positions, you know, you're nice, easy.
Yeah. But what are you doing here with these double 1s? I'd be tempted just to bring 2 to the 11 to block those ones on the 5 from coming out.
The thing is, I mean, I don't know, because when you're ahead, or, you know, when he is by a fair bit, you just don't want the blocking points there, because they're more like a hindrance, aren't they? You know, to clear when you're ahead in a race.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, with this kind of structure, if Ehsan keeps that back checker back, you know, as a goalkeeper, which he should really, then that's going to make some of Ollie's roles awkward when he's trying to bear in.
Also, as well, I'm not sure. Like here, I think I would double slot, right? Because I want to.
Where's the dice?
Oh, this shape. I think you played the 5-4. I would have made the double slot because you want to make the 4 points, right?
I missed I was looking at the chat. So Benjamin, thanks for joining us. Really helpful commentary for me as a relative newbie.
Kaboom.
No worries at all. Let us know if there's any terms that we talk about that you don't understand. We'll be happy to explain them for you.
Marion is the expert on the terminology.
Oh yeah, clearly.
I mean, terminology rose. I think I've heard you go by.
It's such a catchy nickname.
I mean, it just sticks. Okay, so I would make that point for sure.
5-4
you really want blue off that point. Pesky, annoying.
Yeah. 2-1, of course, he comes in on the 24, which is even worse for you as Oliver.
I just had one of the most awkward bearings, like I think I've ever played.
Yes.
In one match where I just. Yeah, same sort of thing, goalkeeper, and I just kept on rolling the most awkward, painful numbers. I just don't know what.
I had that in one of my matches in the main. I was 2 away, 3 away, and I had the most. You know, I had him behind a 6 prime, I was like fishing for the second checker to try and get a gammon, got the second checker, everything was going swimmingly, and then I just couldn't close out. And I had the most incredibly awkward bear in where I had to leave shots, and he, of course, instantly hits them, floods the outfield, and I lost the match. I lost the game, and then at DMP lost the match. But after that game, I said to him, how the heck did I lose that? And he's like, I have no idea.
I know.
Like, it was one of those ridiculous
You do really
games.
Question, like, how you
Your
end
sanity.
just your existence.
Your existence.
Okay,
Why we play this stupid game.
So Ollie is pausing to double. Okay, this he's looking at the race basically here, thinking like, okay, how far ahead, am I? But
there's a lot of awkward rolls here, so I don't, as leading 6-1, I don't know if I would be doubling at this point. Not with that goalkeeper back there still.
Also, when your opponent's 5 away, you have an easier take. Because you don't mind them getting to 3 away so much. So the take point tends to be lower. This kind of looks like an easy take, right? For blue of a score.
I think so.
I mean, I'd be taking it.
Yeah. You've got all sorts of rolls of things like 6-3, 6-2, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, you're sending it. I mean, I'm snapping this up as the trailer for sure.
Okay, so you just double it.
5-4 is good. That's going to make the 3, and that
5-4 is good, but now he doesn't really have any spares to play with. So,
but that does help you with your awkward numbers, such as like 6-3. Now you can play safely.
Yeah, it goes for sure.
You've got the extra landing spot.
So what's bad? 6-2 is kind of awkward, right?
6-2 is bad. There's the 6-3, so you just play that in.
I mean, that was well timed, wasn't it?
Yeah. 6-2 and 6-1 were awkward before that roll. And also some kind of 5. Any high-low combination, quite a few of those were quite tricky.
Okay, 5-3. So
5-3's awful.
Yeah, I think you
got to play that and then 6-3. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, see this.
So it's a fly shot 7. 7's a hitter.
I mean, here, I guess Ollie thinks there's some gammons in the position, right? Which is why kind of elevated gammon price at the score. But I mean, you're never going to win that many gammons in a 20-point holding game. Ollie.
And here, he should not touch that back checker. Yep, that's right.
That's good. Good play. Also gives himself a good 1 to play.
And 6-2 again. Well, yeah, okay. He's going to hit on the ace.
That's actually a really good roll because that one's completely safe unless he rolls a 5-7.
Sometimes I wish I could roll 5-7. Be good, wouldn't it?
It would be good. They should have like another die you can get out. Yeah. Okay. So now he's in trouble. So
4-1. So I'm leaving that on the 4, making the board. Yep, and that makes some rolls awkward.
Yeah, like it.
3-2 is going to pick and pass, I guess.
No, I think you make the point. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Gammons, right? So now actually, dances a couple of times here.
Wrong 7.
This is suddenly like getting a big gammonish, right? I mean, now you just
5-2.
I just leave a shot. I just bring them in and just leave.
And you're bringing it in from the 7 to the 2? Doesn't really matter a huge amount, I suppose.
I think that was
the same number of shots.
Because what are you leaving? Double 2, right, or something here.
2-1.
Yeah. Oh.
4-2, and you're just going to go 6-4.
Yeah. Absolutely. Why leave? Okay, so what's he thinking about here? Because I guess the thing is here you play, you got 6-1 and 5-1 that play badly, right?
Sure.
So I guess that's.
But still, it's now like when you leave it there, it's 6-5 and 4-5 anyway.
Yeah, right.
Same amount of shots.
Okay, so double 5 is actually pretty good, even though.
Oh, Ryan Rebello's in the chat. Ryan, this is Marin Rose here and Dan Rivera joining me.
UK Massive.
Yeah, I've actually just been talking. Kent Goulding is with us here in the UK, and I was just saying how much I loved your commentary in Monte Carlo. You should definitely do more commentary if you're not busy winning tournaments all over the place.
Absolutely, man. I can't believe it. He's here.
You can't believe it.
Yeah. What do you reckon about that, Joe?
I'm not going to dignify that with a response, actually.
And that went out to at least 54 viewers.
50, there's 61.
Hey.
Hey. Speaking of which, 61 people watching and only 17 likes. What is that about, gang? Please hit the like button and subscribe if you can. It's good for the algorithms and all that good stuff.
It's actually been really good having a stream up and having just different commentators passing through.
Yeah. Also, we love it when people on the chat chime in to tell us stats. Please, tell us when we're blatantly wrong and all that good stuff.
Yeah, definitely. Right, so this looks like it's going to be 1-8. I mean, 3 away, 10 away is not a score you see very often, right? So, yeah.
I mean, there are a couple of cheeky gammons here. There's not many, but that didn't help.
I mean, a double and another double. But even here, he could roll like 2-1.
2-1, 2-1.
Right?
2-1, 2-3.
Okay,
anything like that.
So now at this point, I think I would probably take a break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
David, you're not meant to agree with me when I say I'm blatantly wrong. You're meant to tell us how amazing we are. That's what we're here for, right? That's the only reason that we comment.
Just here for compliments.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
That's what we're here for.
No, he's not taking a break. He's powering straight through.
Okay, I like it. Slots, 5-1. Splits from the back. Very good. Pressure's on. And now then, okay, 5-4. I think you just make the ace points, switch.
Smack it.
Start warming up the cube.
6-3.
I would double this at this score.
Yep.
Doubling.
Yep.
6s, 4s, 2s.
Yep. There. I thought he was going to roll there for a second.
Yes,
there he goes.
Easy take, but nice. You never know. You might just get a killer sequence, right? And then you'll be glad.
Yeah, he's just bringing plenty of ammunition into the zone. Looks good to me.
Oh, look at that. 6-1.
That hurt.
Ouch. And now, he really needs something good. 5-1 actually wasn't that good, so he's quite happy that
he's just going to pop that back in the cup and pretend it didn't happen.
So double 2. So you're
making the 4 and the 9.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, but no.
No, I wanted to make the 9. He's keeping it spread out because he wants to make the 5. I
don't hate it actually. It's all right because he's got some numbers, but here 6-4 is duplicated, right? To do a lot of good things.
Yep.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, there's actually 3 really good 6-4s that you could
6-4 triplication. Does anyone use that outside backgammon tournaments? Oh yeah, paper.
Well, pockets. No one cares about
triplicate that.
No one cares about life outside of backgammon tournaments.
That's what you life doesn't exist outside backgammon.
Correct.
Okay, excellent. Okay, I mean, look at this though. I mean, okay, you lose fewer gammons with a 23-point anchor, but I mean, Ollie's kind of in trouble here, right? I mean,
5-1 is awful. I mean, you just slot the 5.
Yeah, I mean,
you don't want to split in the 23. You're just 23, 23. You're just going to get pounded.
You can play 8-7 and duplicate the 4, so hit. I mean, that might be better. I don't know. This is kind of.
I think I don't know if I would just slot the 5 because that's the point that I want to make.
Pro play.
I understand it.
But you get me in Squire.
Yeah. 6-4.
6-4. See, look, he would have liked to hit, but of course you've got him at 5 point.
So it's coming in, and I guess you don't want to throw that on the 2. Are you just going to hit?
I mean, this is interesting because now, I mean, Ollie would like to make the second anchor, right? But at the same time, you really just do not want to get kind of G'd. Yeah. Okay, 5-3, 5, and then 3 there.
Okay,
Yeah.
spreading them out.
Boom, boom.
3,
2.
yeah, so we can come in on the.
I don't even know whether you hit here. Do you hit? I mean, where?
I'm hitting something.
I guess you've got to hit something, haven't you? But I mean,
I
hit on the 10.
No, I would have liked to. I think that was my first instinct, but I think you've got to hit that one. And yeah, I agree with that play.
Okay, interesting. Yeah. Okay.
Double 4 is a hitter.
It's a hit. So you're going to hit.
It's in a couple of places. He can hit on the 3 or he can hit on the midpoint.
Interesting, yeah.
I quite like hitting on the 3, actually. Yep.
Yeah.
There he goes. Because you want to make that point.
Yeah, and also Ollie's got no boards. He's got a blotting board.
Double 2 is lovely.
Double 2 is a bit of a saver because now he can pick and pass.
Yep.
For sure.
And just then maybe just put one 11 to 9.
Something like that, yeah. I'd think about the next one, you know, or even hit. I'd certainly pick and pass.
Or do you want to make the 4? No, I want to pick and pass, I think, and then make the.
You pick and pass, and then you think about where the last 2 is, right? You think, okay, what do I do with the last one?
I think so. No, okay, he's looking at making the 4.
I mean,
I don't hate it. He's already got 3 back. He's kind of thinking if you got 3 back, you'd almost rather have 4 back and try and make 2 anchors.
I guess. I mean, obviously the 4 point is better than a 2 point, but that's interesting play. Was not sure.
Where did he put the last one? 8 to 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I guess the issue was when you do the pick and pass, you're kind of stuck with the last one, aren't you?
Yes. I would have just gone 11 to 9 with the last one. As
okay.
A builder,
so why is he not?
He's coming on the 1.
Why is he not covering with a 5?
I
mean, he wants to.
He didn't want to left direct 6s. I guess he just wanted to keep it as a blocker. And also, if you come in on the so we come in on the 1 because he wants to get that 1.
That doesn't look right to me. You've got to make the board, right?
Yeah, I mean, I was looking at the chat at when that was played. To be honest, so I'm.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess he was just thinking. So if you make the board, you're leaving direct 6s. You're also leaving direct 1s, and the ones in the board as well. It was just very. But
then when he hits, when he hits with a 6, you're happy you've got the board, right? Because any return shots are massively favourable to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wasn't sure about that one. Okay, so Ollie's trying to get back in the game and doing a fairly good job of it, right? He's got a 3-point board and Ezan's on the bar. So here, I mean, this is these sorts of positions, like you only need to dance once or twice.
Yeah.
And then you can end up in a lot of sugar.
Yeah.
Right?
Sugar.
A lot of sugar.
Subtle. I like it.
Yeah. Like that one. Okay, so Ollie, as always, pretty methodical in just going through the numbers, thinking about, what.
So he's made the 1 point, hasn't he, with the 5-1. So what else is he looking at here?
Well,
hitting there, and then what do you do?
You could pick and pass. You could. There's a lot of options.
I don't. Oh, that's very stacky. I would make the ace point. That just does not look great to me.
I mean, this is a tough one because really you don't want that point slotted in his home boards, right? You really don't want blue to make it.
Okay, he's looking at a double tiger.
Wow, look at this.
Well, I guess not a double tiger because he's only.
It's
that one block was already there, but.
I mean, this is interesting. I mean, here, I guess he's committing to the back game, right? If you get hit, then you make the second anchor, and but you've got no timing to play it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a tough one, right? I mean,
because he's kind of with the hit on the 22 is desperately trying to stop Ehsan from making a 5-point board.
Right. Yeah.
But
It just
A
leaves.
4-point board, you still don't want to get hit against a 4-point board, particularly when you've only got 2 points made. Like, you're not winning this battle of the boards at the moment. So I think I would just be making the ace, like hitting and making the ace and calling it a day.
Sure.
And then hoping to scoop the next one up next roll.
Yeah. This is
So he's putting it back.
It's tough.
I mean, the other play is 8-2 and hitting on the way through.
I guess you don't really want the ace point, right? You know, I mean, the ace point, you're just kind of putting the checkers out of play.
Yeah, see, look, he's looking at this play now. I think I prefer this.
Yeah.
Rather than making the ace. I kind of just saw it.
Yeah, I think this is fine. You've got a duplication of 5s to cover. He enters on the 1 and he's a bit stuck. Okay.
Yeah, okay, he's made this play. I like it.
I think that's good.
And there's a dance. But because of the score, I think it's going to take a lot. Well, okay, so Ollie's already got the 2 cubes, so he's not going to double back.
Okay, so double 2 doesn't really do much.
Double 2 doesn't do anything. I would be tempted to... Do
you not just tidy up a little bit? I mean, this one's good with the open points, right? The open 3. I mean...
I would be tempted just to bring 2 down and then go 8-4.
Like here, he's putting the checkers because he really wants to make.
He's kind of done a combination. Yeah, it's kind of. Okay. So 3-6 comes in and then probably just goes 10-4.
Yeah, I think so. Gives yourself another number. I mean, you also don't mind coming out from a 24 point as well, because actually, I mean, it's not that scary, right?
But again, he's staying back to try and make it as awkward as possible for Oliver.
Yeah.
So because Ollie's going to need some time to get those 3 out from the back, right?
Yeah. So look at this one. So here you've got an option of double hitting.
Yeah. Which I think you do. Yeah.
I mean,
what else? That looks like the best constructive way to use that role.
Well, the best defense is
offense.
And this one is great if he dances, which he doesn't.
But he's only brought 1 in.
And here, having a blot in board really hurts him. So that 5, which could have covered, is causing problems now later in the match because he's vulnerable.
Okay, 5-6, that just comes in and out. Absolutely. Yeah, that looks good.
Absolutely. Nothing else.
And that's diversifying nicely because that leaves 2s to hit in the outfield or 5s and 1s to cover.
Yeah.
If he brings the other one out, 1s are duplicated to hit and cover.
Yeah, good.
Although there's 6s to hit as well and 3s.
Also 1-5 is there's loads of numbers. This
I prefer that one.
This is a right idea. Yeah, for sure. I mean, let's get moving. Okay. This is also a lot more shots as well, right? I mean, he's given a lot of numbers to get hit back.
5-1.
That was an important time to dance because now he's got some.
There's a 1.
And now this is the problem. He's duplicated the 1s, right? Because now he can't hit.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2, I just think he's just come out, right?
He hit it, yeah. I mean, just come out. I mean, he's trying to again do something fancy. He wants to leave as many hitters as possible, but then you leave the free flush, the free combination.
The double 2.
He's already winning here. He doesn't need to do that, right?
And now I bring them both off here. I think I just get them. I don't know. I think I run them both off the 18 here. I mean, what are you worried about? Just get them both off. You leave 2-1 and double 2. I mean, do you really want that checker on the 3-point? I mean, not really, right?
No.
I mean, okay, so now he's picking up 100 checkers.
Picking up everything on the way,
I mean,
and there's a point where you don't want to keep hitting. There's only so many checkers that you do want back.
Sure. Yeah.
Because the problem is if you have that many checkers back, he leaves a shot when he's bearing and he gets hit, then Ollie just gets to flood the outfield with checkers. He's going to spread them out everywhere. And that's how you win a back game. Basically, that's how you win those sorts of games.
That's how you upset your opponent from having 95% winning chances.
Correct. See, look, Ollie's only got 1 left to get in. This is really interesting.
Yeah. I mean, here,
6-1, I think.
Okay, shuffles forward.
Shuffle forward, yep.
for sure, right? You really want to get rid of that 6 point like ASAP, right?
All right, big double here is not going to be good. 5-1.
No, clear the 6.
Clear from the back. Yep.
I mean, the gammons are like through the roof.
Gammons are guaranteed if you don't stuff it up. So just clear from the rear, play it safe.
Like even when you're winning, it's stressful this game, right?
Yep.
You think, oh, I'm gonna roll soon bad. Do you get like that?
Yep. Always.
You thought I'm gonna
5-4, so he's just ripping 2 off. Like that looks fine to me actually.
Yeah.
Because it's the same amount of shots, I think.
I think this is more shots now because it's left 5-3 and 6-3.
Yes.
Whereas before it's just 6-5.
6-4, 6-5. Yeah, you're right. So you just take 2 off.
Yeah. Take 2 off, and also there's some freak backgammon. If you just roll awkwardly, roll small. You never know.
Slot the 5. That looks good. Coming out.
I mean, like here, he's not going to get off the gammon, right? So you just want to build the board in case you're going to get a late shot. So you're not worried about kind of getting the crossovers as much as what's that? 2 something?
2 something. 2-1.
2-1. Okay. This is an interesting one. 2-1. Yeah. Okay, that looks right.
6-3. So bring another one out.
See now getting hit in this scenario, as you said, is just awful because it's almost impossible.
That's a good roll.
Very good. So now.
So 5-1. I think you just bring 1 more out. And then maybe like 9-8.
I mean, that's fine. Loads of numbers to make
just in case. So on the TV that we're watching on, there's a little black box in the top right corner. This is like talking commentators, and the dice on the right side keeps getting rolled exactly in that little blind spot. So we can only see one dice. He's got actually crazy accuracy in rolling it in this tiny little spot. There we go, 3-2. Okay, this is not super super comfortable.
6-2, 5-2, 4-2,
3-2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
There's a lot of bad rolls here, right?
Also, 2 is not comfortable.
2 is also, you wouldn't love it, would you?
You wouldn't.
You just want to roll like 4-1 or something.
4.
Oh, look at this.
3, is it? Yeah. So
now.
this is the shot, and he has to hit it.
Oh.
And he does not. So he's going with both because he's just trying to save the backgammon now.
That's smart because here, I mean, we've all been there, right? When our opponent just rolls like a double, and then we get BG'd.
And some people, they would leave that there because they go, oh, well, the opponent might roll a double 1 and you're blocking it, but if your opponent rolls a double, you might not get out and you get backgammoned, and that just sucks.
Okay, so he'll be happy about that because that is a juicy, 4 points.
Yes, absolutely.
Which is,
and we're looking much less like a whitewash and more like a game. 8-5.
So it's a big comeback.
6 away, 3 away.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, 6 away. Looking for the gammonish cubes, even away score.
And you don't want to get to 5 away. You really want to get to 4 away. So you want to get a gammon, or you want to get a single on a cube.
Yeah. Right. Absolutely. And Ollie's take point is still low, right, for non-gammonish positions because getting to Crawford is like huge.
Yep.
Right?
Absolutely.
So I mean, people, often of these 3 away scores, people like double too early or too late, and there's a lot of kind of like match like
double 1 is a beaut.
1-2
and the bar.
Yeah. And I mean, we're not quite there yet because score's getting closer, but I mean
5-6 just pops straight out.
Boom.
Okay, so we've got 2s and 8s.
4, 5.
9s, but I am just bringing, I think, 2 down.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a 5. I mean, I might split, I think, because I think you just got to get off there at some point. And double 2, I think you just hit loose and maybe a 4 point, right?
Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah. Okay, so really he needs something good here because this could get. Okay.
That's something good. Go 5, and then I'm coming down with the 3 because just for lack of options.
And then I'm getting ready to double this.
Yep.
I'm kind of always thinking like, what's a double?
Double 3. Are you? That's going to hold off the cube.
That's a double.
And 14 to 11. Yep.
Wow. That was what a roll, eh?
That was a killer.
That was an absolute crusher, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And now,
3.
you see, this is kind of interesting, right? Because this is a kind of like blitzy position, and normally you wouldn't double, you know, when you're 3 away, a kind of blitzy position because of the overage in the gammons and so on. But here, I mean, it's just such a strong position, you know. He's on the bar, like 4-point board. You're seeing daylight.
Yeah, but he's still got some work to do. I mean, I don't think it's certainly not a pass.
No, I'm not passing it.
No.
But the question is, like, are you doubling?
Cube, yeah.
Like, because, you know, add another score, will be a massive double.
Yes.
But if this score, you would be like, this sort of position. Because, you know, just imagine he doesn't hit and blue rolls like a 2-1 and makes a 23 point, and then you're suddenly, now I'm in trouble.
Well, I mean, so blue's got 20 entering numbers. And then if he enters, he's in a really good position, but obviously if he doesn't enter, I don't know. So he's sending the cube. I'm snapping this up.
Snap.
Yeah.
This is.
I would not have let that hit the board.
Yeah, and this is interesting. Now, if the score was 5-7, then I'd pass.
Yes.
Right? And this is a thing about match play, right? That you need to really be like thinking about what score you're on, what score you're going to get to. And a lot of, you know, you can make pretty big mistakes, right? You know, in cubing otherwise. So
this is one of those times, faithful listeners, where you can please jump in and tell me if I'm wrong. Is anyone looking up positions? If you are, we would be much grateful.
Many gratefulnesses.
Many gratefulnesses.
Yeah. So this,
he's dropping out. I would have taken that in a heartbeat, I think, and then looked for any opportunity to fling it straight back.
Yeah, right. That would have been right. That's going to be a blunder because now look, he's on a 2-way score, right? Yep. Which is fantastic because now Ollie would really just like to keep the cube centered and win a non-doubled gammon. Like that's the dream, isn't it? Yeah,
Ollie's obviously never sending the cube here.
Yeah. I mean,
unless it's a race position and he's miles ahead.
Yeah, and even here, you know, the dynamic's different because the recube doesn't win the match.
No, it gets you the DMP.
So it's more powerful, right?
Yes. Yep.
So yeah. No, I should have taken that one. But you know, it's easily done, right? Like you said, over the board, you're thinking, do I really want to lose a match? On like some fluky gammon, but you know, you can't just pass everything, right? You know, you've got to fight.
Especially, I mean, you know, obviously you're meant to play your best game, but particularly against a player like Ollie, you have to think about who you're playing against, right? And Ollie's just such an incredibly strong player that when you get those sorts of cues, you just need to be taking them and looking at any opportunity to just chuck it back.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I played him yesterday. Was it yesterday? And
what day is it?
We had I won a 2 good on a 4 cube, 8 points.
Okay.
And it was actually a redouble, but I just thought, you know, so I played on and it was good. So it's nice. Okay.
Enjoy those.
So now he's considering. I kind of like the double, right? I don't know. That's an interesting one to think about.
Stick one. I think you're focusing on trying to get that guy on the 4 point now. That looks fine.
I might have jumped out there with a 6. I think, yeah.
That left a lot of shots. I think he's going to focus on attacking here. He has duped his own 3s here.
Right. See, I think the position before was stronger.
Yeah.
So this looks like...
Okay, and Ollie's taking that.
Double
4s, pretty lovely. I think he's making the 4. Although the second set of 4s is interesting.
I made the 3.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
let's go.
It's not comfortable either way, so may as well make the 4 point board, hope for the best.
Like, I mean,
4 shots,
yeah.
5, 6 shots.
I mean, no, just make this is like G City, right? I mean, like if Ollie doesn't enter now, I mean, bam, you're just smashing, aren't you, with everything?
And again, the gammons are so critical here. If he gets a gammon, he is thrilled.
Right, he'll lose.
4-2.
Oh, actually,
I'm making the bar and going just. No, I'm making the bar.
I don't know, you know, because here, like, I mean, it's just so powerful. You know, he dances, and like, look at this 5 point board.
Yeah, but he's still got 2 back. He's got to get those guys out and around.
All the time.
3 has to come up.
We have all the time.
Oh gosh, is it singing time?
Yeah, it's a late shift.
Oh dear, I'm not singing. You can sing. I'm drinking the wine.
I'll do drinking. You do singing.
No.
Okay.
False.
Well, here he plays that really quickly, but here you should be thinking about how the doubles play, right? So actually,
it was 3-1. So is yeah.
You know what? If you move that one up to 10, then you get double 4 to close, right? So people don't think about stuff enough, right?
Yeah, 4-3. I mean, he's not rolling big enough at the moment. He needs to roll a 5 or 6 to get out of there.
Okay, 2 is good, and now you just hit because you want to get him off that.
6-1. He comes out.
And duplicate 2s. Yes, very nice. Good work, Hassan. Love a bit of duplication.
Sure. 2-4. That is hitting, right?
Man, you don't love it, but what else?
What else? What else you can do? You hit or be hit.
But
right?
But I don't know, because you want to play gammon save. You don't want to get gammons, right? And I think this might be right because he gets hit anyway, but the other alternative is 2 blots, right? So you can end up with 4 and a bar.
Yeah, I don't know. I would have been interested to see that. I would have hit. Yeah. Justin Knoll would have hit.
Yeah.
Thanks for backing me up there, Justin. I feel validated.
JM. Might be right.
5-2.
I guess
I just thought it was too passive to not hit.
Maybe he's adjusting there. Maybe he's thinking, do I really want to lose another 4 points? Right? I mean, obviously, Ollie, you know, he's a GM, right? And, you know, I don't know. Maybe there's some level of adjustment in thinking, I don't want to go to DMP, right? Here, where 50-50, right? It's tough though, right? Because you can over adjust, and you then end up like making a bit of a mess of things. Okay.
So 5-3, that looks fine.
Yeah, looks a bit
even on the outside.
It looks a bit funky, but
it does, but it's not terrible.
2-6 is actually really, really good.
That's great. He needed that.
I mean, that might have saved the G.
5-4 is awkward. You just got to do them both from the 5.
Yeah. Very good.
And now there's a bunch of
6-4, 6-1, 5-1.
Yep. 5-4.
5-4. You're right. Okay.
Other rolls aren't comfortable, like 4-2.
I mean, if he gets G'd here, this will be the second.
3-2's great. You just clear the 6.
Oh, that is a beauty.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now, you know, like there's you know, proper like G potential here. You know,
absolutely.
So I like the cube though when he offered it.
Yeah.
Thought it was. I think so. I can't remember exactly, but it seemed pretty good.
It was early, but we liked it.
We liked it
because of the score. Needed to be early.
He's quite an aggressive player.
5-3. I think you just to rip another one off. That's right.
Rip.
Yep.
How are they in the final of a super jackpot? I thought it started tonight. Or is this another one?
No, this one started either this morning or yesterday.
Is it? Okay.
After the other super jackpot filled up. So UK BGF put on the chat earlier that Ollie forgot to register for the super jackpot, so they made this overflow just for him.
Okay.
Which is a joke, but Ollie did actually miss out. He was too late in registering for the other jackpots, but there was enough interest that they they did fill another bracket. So.
And now he's winning it.
And now he's winning it, obviously. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. 4-1.
Come on.
8-10. Yeah, you've got to leave it
Okay,
back.
so hoping not to roll something awkward. Okay, that's Okay, that's good. 5-4. Okay. So Ollie desperately trying to run off a gammon.
Yep.
Because
4-1.
really does not want to go DMP.
You are, yeah, I think, yep. Because there's a whole bunch of high combinations here that leave shots. Any combination of 6-5-4 that's not a double is going to leave a shot. So you stay.
Yeah, so here he's kind of seeing how some doubles worked. I mean, that just wastes a pip the other way. Yeah,
Yeah, that looks good to me. Because you can either, if you get a shot, then you're looking at filling in the 2 or making your prime from the back. There's a shot.
Look at this.
Alrighty. And is there any 2s in the cup? There is not. So I think you've got to go.
I mean, and now would, yeah, that 2 would have been massive. Right
yes.
There. I mean, even though he's got a ton of checkers off, I mean, still, it's really don't want to get hit in those end game positions.
Okay, so Justin looked at the hit. Thanks for that, Justin. It was the hit was correct, but it was very close. It was 0.026 at the score, but it was a huge blunder for money to hit. It was a 180 blunder.
Okay.
So I was very driven by the score.
Yeah, interesting.
Thanks for that, Justin.
Nice one. Okay, so he might just get off this, you know, it's pretty close.
It is close. I was looking at the chat and I looked up and I can't believe that he's almost
okay.
saved it actually. 6-4.
So
now it's just a 2-1 that is gonna miss.
Yeah.
Or obviously if SN rolls a double, which he does.
Oh wow.
Sorry about that. I know better than to speak.
That's the second time it's happened.
I speak numbers in front of the dice and they appear.
Speak numbers. You are the dice whisperer.
I'm the dice whisperer. No, it's when anyone speaks numbers in front of the dice. Even have you ever noticed that when you hear out of the corner of the corner of the room or whatever, someone says, "Oh yeah, 3-3," and then you roll and it's a 3-3.
Yeah, spooky.
It's spooky.
Spooky. That's like one of his programs, Haunted Mansions.
Haunted dice cups.
Okay, I like it. I think here you just offer the double against Ollie. You don't start playing around.
Someone's going to throw it sooner or later. Okay, we're at DMP. Boom. This is the last game.
Boom. Yes. Also, you can make the 4-point there, right?
And this is really exciting. Was it 8-1 or 9-1?
He was
8-1.
Yeah, he was miles behind.
He's done a great job to call this back to DMP.
He's basically won 8 points in 2 games.
On the trot, yeah.
I mean, that's pretty good, right?
And you're feeling very, very happy when, you're feeling confident when that happens. I don't think Ollie kind of lets that affect him.
Yeah.
Because he's experienced enough to know that you're going to have those swings. He doesn't kind of let that get him to go on tilt or anything like that.
So basically now it's DMP they're playing. It's all about just maximising the wins.
Yep.
You're not worried about getting gammons.
No. Or gammoning the opponent. You're not needing to make crazy plays. You just want what's the play that's going to get the most wins.
Absolutely. And actually, a DMP, there's a rule that you tend to make the play that gets you gammon the most.
Yes. 3-6 is great. Enters and hits. 4 something or other. That's in our lovely blind spot. 4-4. Beauty.
Oh my gosh.
Love it.
I mean, Esan is, a comeback king, right?
The dice are on fire. In and down looks fine.
I think so. I mean, yeah, Ollie's in trouble here, right? I mean, he's got 3 checkers behind of a rack, which is just solid formation.
Yep.
And here,
and Essen's also going to make the bar, even if that means stripping, leaving a block on the bit, making that bar will be super strong.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, exactly. I mean, that's it, isn't it? I think if you make the bar in its position, you've pretty much won. I mean,
good night, nurse.
Good night, nurse. 9 5-1.
So he's coming with the 1 and he's figuring out the 5, I think, isn't he?
The thing is here, there is some idea that you could slot the bar and try to play some super complex back game because actually
And actually, if you look at the clock, I mean, in typical Ollie fashion, is just below a minute now. Esan has 16 minutes on his clock. They started with 22, so it was 2 minutes per point. So Ollie's certainly gotten good value out of his clock time there.
So 4.
Okay, 4. So are you going to make the 4 and the 2?
I mean,
which I know is aggressive, but
yeah.
what? See, if you're gonna make the 4, I would be making the 2 at the same time. You want to keep him on the bar.
Sure. I mean, this one, he's trying to make the prime, get him stuck behind the prime, crunch.
Well, what? Getting stuck behind what prime? He's got the 20 point. You're not going to prime him.
I mean, but yeah. But I mean, how do you win? I mean, I would just start going a bit kamikaze, trying to get checkers back, right? Try and make the, play the 1-2 bad game. Because
6-3 is beautiful, so that makes the 2, and now
he's dead.
There's some bells.
Brown bread
Starting to ring.
What's the bells? Bells. Do you want some of this water?
I'm good.
That's a huge bowl of water.
5-10 water to wine. I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Powerful. Skills.
Yeah.
It's just those Merrin skills.
Correct.
Merrin actually sounds a bit wizardy.
Does it?
Merrin.
No, that's Merlin.
Yeah.
You're thinking of there.
Like, to be honest, it's
which I actually get auto-corrected to more than
it's pretty close, isn't it?
I either get Merlin or I get Merton, Ton, which is a town apparently in England.
It's not as good as Merlin.
I finally looked it up because I'm like, why the hell does autocorrect keep changing? People email me, hi Merton, and I'm like, where did that come from? But it is a town in England, so English people sometimes
really
have an autocorrect fail there.
Fair enough. So here, I mean, he's got a pretty well-timed ace point game, you could say.
So it's a bit of a Hail Mary, but he's going to be hoping for some awkwardness bearing in here. It is 1 minute to 11. Okay, and 5-6. Yeah, that looks good. Put that on the spare on the 4 and 11-6. That's great. Ollie's still dancing. Double 6s leave a shot. Double 1. Yeah, that clears up the issue with double 6s. Looks good. And Ollie's just not having a good time.
I mean, this is quite
6-4. You are playing in with the 4 and then take the 6 off.
I mean, this is quite an amazing comeback, wasn't he?
Amazing.
He must have had about 15%.
There we go. Double 1. Okay, so it's making the 5 and 9-8 probably.
Yeah, I guess you want to make the bar. I mean, that's fine.
No, I don't think that really makes a huge amount of difference. 5-2, you've got to take one off. 5. Yeah, so he didn't want the
6-5,
the awkward 6-5, which leaves a double shot.
That's right. Yeah, that is. No one wants to see that.
But a double 6, double 5, double 4 all leave a shot in this iteration.
What's that? Double 3.
Double 3, which is
again pretty good. Here though, you've got to be careful again in the ace point game that you don't end up with a stack on the 2 point. Because that's when you end up with that position where they run off and then you get bad aces. So
we've got a question. Please confirm the jackpot final between Gare and Kent tomorrow. What time? Do you know what time that is, or should I quickly go and find out?
I don't know.
All right.
I assume it's going to be the evening, right?
It could be. You hold the fort for a brief moment. I'll find out for our faithful viewers.
Okay. So, wow, look at this. Had a chance.
Okay, what's going on here? This looks interesting. Oh, and it's over.
And Esan wins the jackpot. Well done, Esan. A amazing comeback. Unlucky Ollie.
Yeah.
But you know, that is backgammon, folks.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're ahead, doesn't mean much.
Doesn't mean much at all. You can easily come back from behind to win, and it happens all the time, which you absolutely despise when you're ahead, but you just need to learn to live with it.
Absolutely.
So it's on the chat for anyone who's looking at it. But so the jackpot final tomorrow between Gare and Kent, basically they will both be playing in the last chance, which starts tomorrow. So their final will be after, you know, they're knocked out of that. So
super
lunchtime onwards. We're not quite sure, but obviously if you're watching the stream tomorrow, we'll keep you updated and let you know. And there'll obviously be the main event finals as well. So it'll be super exciting. Please join us tomorrow.
Yes. And that's it, isn't it? Signing off. Thank you, Dan Rivera and Mary Rose. That's us.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, folks.
Bye.
Bye.